Ah, madre, no me deja. A duras penas, hijos.
And here we go. Hello, everybody. I'm Jeff Keighley, and this is Summer Game Fest, a live showcase of what's next in the wide, wide world of video games. We are live here in Los Angeles, and whether you're streaming from home or watching inside an IMAX theater, welcome to our showcase event. Over the next few hours, we'll give you updates on the games you love, be joined by special developer guests, and yes, have a few surprises along the way too. Now, what I love about this show is that it's a true cross-industry showcase. Whether you play on Xbox, PC, PlayStation, Switch, or mobile, we'll have games for you. It doesn't matter your platform of choice. We're all here to come together as one community that simply loves the art of amazing video games. The biggest franchises in the industry are here, like Call of Duty. You'll get introduced to exciting new worlds and new teams, and we'll make room for small independent developers who we think deserve the spotlight too. If we do this right, hopefully you'll discover a few new games to put on your wish lists. And even if you don't get every announcement that you desire, and let's face it, you're not going to get everything today, but we've got a lot of great stuff. So let's get started. Over 30 years ago, Capcom Street Fighter hit arcades, and ever since, this legendary Japanese fighting game series has continued to evolve. Street Fighter 6 is coming in 2023, and right now, we're excited to officially confirm a character coming to the game and show you the exclusive first gameplay footage. Enjoy.
Un nuevo personaje para Street Fighter 6.
You won't know what hit you.
Gail.
Have some fun. Let's get this mission started.
O sea, bueno, es que el nuevo personaje de anuncio. Ya salió como que un pinche roster de personajes. Sí va a haber nuevos, pero lo que está anunciado es que, bueno, lo que es como un leak, pero que está anunciado es que van a regresar mínimo los 8 personajes de cajón de Street Fighter 2. O sea, Gail, Blanca, Ryu, Ken, Chun-Li, Honda. ¿Quién me falta? Dalsim. Y me falta uno. No, creo que son estos todos, ¿no? Son 8. El tío Guilitos, se ve sabroso el tío Guilitos. Que recordemos, ahorita todos ya se ven un poquito más huevudos porque Street Fighter 6 sería cronológicamente hablando de la historia del juego. Cronológicamente este es el más nuevo. Bueno. O sea, sigue después del 3. El 3 es el que tiene supuestamente la historia más avanzada. Pero este ya sería después del 3, digamos. En sentido de historia. No sé quién chingados le ve la historia a los juegos de peleas, pero bueno.
Sergeant Leo Alvarez of the CM-Leth Recon Squad. Our mission was to enter the Tantalus base, locate the ComSat relay, and bring it
Pero
back
pinche
online.
Satanás.
We found the relay, but there was a problem.
Get that door closed now, Private. Close that gate. Nothing gets in here. Ray didn't make it.
Releases of One Piece.
Willis, take the lead.
Parece como de Alien, ¿no? Este creo que ya lo habían mostrado. Es el juego que es como el el Back 4 Blood.
What we found was a new kind of evil, and it found us first.
Es como el Rainbow Six.
This wasn't human.
Sí, eso ya lo habían enseñado. Es como el Rainbow, pero de Alien. Es más como Back 4 Blood, es de hordas. El Rainbow es más estratégico. Estos juegos tipo Back 4 Blood son hordas, chingarte hordas y hordas.
Hold that door, Sergeant! Son of a...
Parece que sí es como el Rainbow. Hijos de su
I don't
puta
know what I
madre.
saw in there,
De ayer, pinche equipo de mierda que me tocó, güey, que
but I
cada...
know when I close my
No
eyes,
se querían ir y no se querían ir, hijos de su puta madre, güey.
I still see it. Now everyone's dead. And someone needs to know.
Según yo, ya lo habían enseñado, güey. Dark's Descent. Oh, no sé si lo estoy confundiendo con el... Ah, no, esto no lo habían enseñado. 2023, ok. Lo estoy confundiendo entonces con el pinche Warhammer. El de Hordas.
That was Aliens Dark Descent, and it's coming in 2023 to console and PC. Next,
Ya es
2 years ago
isométrico.
at the Game Awards, we revealed the Callisto Protocol from the creative forces
Okay.
behind the Dead Space franchise. Today, I am thrilled to get to show you the first raw gameplay
Oh,
alongside
va a haber
its creator,
gameplay
Glenn
de
Schofield.
Callisto,
But
güey.
first, here's the
Callisto
quote-unquote
Protocol.
Schofield cut of the brand new trailer with a little more gore.
Con más gore, venga.
Take a look outside. Did you know
Títulos de
that they call
mierda.
Callisto the Dead Moon? Dead. Just like you would have been if I hadn't fished you out of that wreck. So whatever you're holding on to right there, that's your old life. You gotta let that go. Because your new life is entirely in my hands. I'm just trying to give you a chance at rebirth. I just love that last part. Gives me chills every time.
Sí, pues sí, muy Dead Space, güey. Recordemos que los que están haciendo este juego fueron básicamente los que hicieron Dead Space, güey.
Welcome to your new home.
Ah, pues no enseñaron gameplay, güey. No, que no me vengan con mamadas. Eso no fue gameplay, güey. O sea, sí, pero, güey, bien pinche pedorro, güey. Se mamaron.
That's right. We know what you wanted to see. And joining me now, Glenn Schofield, Striking Distance. Glenn, first of all, congratulations. This game looks absolutely incredible. And I got to say, the fact that you have built this team, this studio, new IP, shipping this December, all in COVID, blows me away. So congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for having us. I really do appreciate it, Jeff. And, you know, for a second, just give me a second. You know, I want to thank you for all you've done for the game industry all these years, man. I think I've known you like 16, 17 years now. And you've been an ambassador. You've amplified new games, new studios, and I just wanted to thank you.
Sí, 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 güey, ya.
Thank you.
púlele
Me,
las
it's about you
bolas a
guys.
ese güey.
I know, but
I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And yeah, it's so fun to do these shows and to show this game. So people saw the trailer, but what I'm so excited today is that you just brought a raw gameplay sequence. This game is in development, and people are going to be blown away, I think, when they see it. But tell us a bit about what are we going to see today?
yeah, we got a couple minutes of, like you said, like raw gameplay.
Ok,
It's
sí
two
van a
segments
enseñar
in the
gameplay, güey.
first half of the game.
Y porque no
One is in
mames, eso
Red
que
Bay,
enseñaron fue el
another one
pinche
in Power
tráiler.
Station,
Con
and you're
unas
gonna
cositas
see,
extras, pero
some
fue lo
new
que
enemies,
enseñaron en
some
el State of Play, güey, no
brutalities,
mames.
just about everything. We're showcasing a new weapon called the Grip.
Okay.
It's like a gravity
Okay.
gun, but it picks up the enemies and it shoves them into giant fans. It rips them apart. It's great. And then check
Ahora
out
enseñaron un arma
the nice ending we have, where we we usually
con
will
la que
kill our
puedes
main
levantar a los
character, Jacob,
enemigos,
and
es
then
antigravedad, puedes
right.
levantar a los
And,
enemigos y aventarlas hacia,
just for a
aventarlos
second,
hacia
I
el
want to thank the team, man.
ventiladores y
Like you
así.
said, through COVID, through everything else, the dedication, the hard work, you guys are
Gracias,
amazing.
gracias, que
Thank
con
you
el
very
COVID,
much.
que la
man,
chingada,
I
que
gotta
incluso
say,
con
you know,
eso
what you
le
guys are
agradece a
showing
su
this
equipo de
year, this
desarrollo
looks
porque
like a
pues,
world-class
rifaron y
next-gen
bla, 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 güey.
game. It's rare
Pues
that
vamos
teams
ya,
bring something
güey,
out like this
gameplay,
this
perro.
year, and
No me interesan
let's
sus
look
bla,
at the
bla, bla,
footage
güey.
itself.
Thank you,
Let's
thanks.
go field
Porque este
strike
güey dijo
conditions.
que va a
Here
durar
it
como
is,
2
the first
horas, ¿no?
gameplay
No, no
of
mames,
the
qué
Callisto
pedo.
Protocol.
Ok, ahora sí estamos viendo gameplay tal cual. Qué tiro de mierda tiene mi compadre, ¡No, un Goldo! ¡Goldo! Ok, vas a tener que una especie de parry o... No, no parry, como una especie de dash. Callisto Credits. Se mamaron con ese pinche. Qué pedo, güey. Ay, no, hay vomitonas. Ahí está lo que decían. Te vas a tener que estar cuidando del entorno, güey.
That just happened. All right, moving on.
Este güey.
This October, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 arrives. Infinity Ward is once again returning to its roots for a modern-day action game, and today we're about to show you the world premiere of its gameplay with a level playthrough. To tell us more, let's head to the Port of Long Beach to check in with Johanna Ferris, the head of Call of Duty.
Vamos con Dana Harris. Mi vieja, güey, la lépera.
Hi everyone. In
No,
2019,
no, esta no es la lépera,
Modern
no es la
Warfare
lépera.
changed everything. And on October 28th, we usher in a new era of Call of Duty with the launch of Modern Warfare 2. We are back, we are bigger.
No
and
sé
we are
si
bringing the
compartí
entire
el tráiler de
Price,
Modern Warfare
Dad,
2 allí en
Soap,
el canal.
Alejandro,
Creo que
and
no.
of course, Ghost. We needed a stage
Que ahora
big
va a
enough
estar
to
aquí en
debut Call
México.
of
Va a haber
Duty
una
in a
parte del
whole new
juego que va a
way.
estar en México, güey.
Inspired by the world we're about to enter. Oil rigs, cargo ships, and staggering odds are just the beginning. Here is Modern Warfare 2.
Vamos a ver Modern Warfare 2, hijos.
Eyes in the red.
Alright, that's our target. Shadows 1 and 2. Push to your hook point. Let's invite ourselves in.
All station ship is visual.
Copy. Ready for assault. Stay on comm. We board, clear, disarm that missile.
Be ready for anything. This could be a trap.
Actual, we're set.
Copy. Get to work.
Good hook. Up and at him.
Se me hace que me voy a seguir a la verga, güey. Hoy me duermo temprano, pero me voy a seguir, güey. Chingue su madre. Distrito, ya se me hacía raro que un jugador nocturno esté a estas horas. Güey, es el E3. El E3 que no es el E3. No les dije, cabrones, en el podcast. No les dije en otros streams. ¿Ya ven cómo les vale verga lo que les digo? Ya salió la conferencia de Sony, que se le fue el State of Play. Esta es de Summer Game Fest, que son varios juegos también. Y el domingo es la de Xbox y Bethesda. El domingo vamos a estar también. El domingo es Xbox y Bethesda. Este es gameplay de Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Ya ven cómo no me pelan, cabrones. Ta madre, güey. Se ve bastante perro el juego, eh. Creo que de los Call of Duty, los Modern Warfare, los Black Ops son mis favoritos. Aunque la historia sea una mierda, el gameplay me gusta mucho, güey. El domingo a qué hora, ahorita les digo qué hora es.
We need to move fast. All shadows, force out. I want eyes on that container now. Two copy, moving. We gotta roll.
Sí había visto tus publicaciones, pero me pinche distrito. Vete a la verga, perro.
Shadow 1, Ghost. Visual on flares coming from the ring. What's your status, over? Ghost, they're signaling the ship. They're gonna launch that missile. It's first stage. There's no time. All shadows, missile is on the helipad. 2-1, we're moving to secure. Cover us. Two copies all.
Más o menos como a esta hora. Va a ser creo que a las 12. 12 del día. Y esa MPT, creo que sí es a las 12 del día, güey. Domingo a las 12 va a ser la conferencia.
Clear.
Actual, this is Shadow 1. Rig is secure. Moving on the container now.
Roger that. Confirm when the objective is neutralized.
Open.
Where are the controls?
On that damn ship. Actual, we got a problem. Missile is armed. Controls are somewhere on the ship.
Sí, es a las 12. El domingo a las 12 va a ser el...
That launch.
El de Bethesda y Microsoft. Bueno, Microsoft y Bethesda, güey.
Let's go, let's move out. Go, this is Zero 1, back in the water, inbound to your position. Solid copy, we're taking effective fire. The LZ will be hot. Roger that. Once we're on deck, we push to the bridge. Fast. Secure those controls. Stop this missile, yep. How do we board? Take the ramp. Hold tight, Sergeant. Let's have ourselves a gunfight. Missile controls are on the bridge. Have to stop the launch.
No, voló nada más la pistolita. Ay, güey, se ve perro, que se va meneando el pinche barco, güey.
Reloading.
Y te vas meneando con el barco, se ve perro, güey.
I'm moving. Containers are the only cover we have. Just don't get caught between them.
Recuerdo que los COD tienen un estudio para Black Ops y otro para Modern Warfare. Así es. Bueno, depende.
Entry on the third. We have to get to that door. Check your corner. Watch the container. Entry down. Course right. Channel 1, the missiles are put on. How far are you from the bridge? This is 1. We're pushing towards the entry now. Copy that.
Pobre cabrón.
They closed off the bridge entry. Secure the deck and we'll blow the door. Visual on bridge entry. Check it. Controls are internal. All right, stand back. This is Shadow 1 going explosive on bridge entry. 3, 2, 1, execute.
Pre-order now and get early
Octubre.
access to the open beta.
Oh, no mames.
That's what we're talking about. And joining us now, up from Long Beach, Johanna, great to see you. How's everything?
It's great.
Johanna, my love. Have you with us, and also Jeff from Infinity Ward. So we saw the first gameplay. Thanks for that extended sequence. Looks incredible. Jeff, tell us a bit about that mission. Where is that set in the game? What are we seeing there?
Absolutely. So, first of all, we're really excited to welcome back Captain John Price and Gaz Garrick. You know, they're not actually in what we just saw today, but they're returning members from 141, and then the other two characters that you may recognize from the older franchise that we're reimagining are Simon Ghost Riley and, of course, Soap John McTavish. And then a couple other new characters in here that we're really excited that we got to create for this game. First, Commander Philip Graves and Mexican Special Forces Colonel Alejandro. And Alejandro, I guess
Güey, pensé que se había ido el croma.
He's a guy who's super capable and a guy who's just as important as Task Force 141.
Mira, los
But as far
mexicanos
as
van a ser de
Marvel's
los
concerned,
buenos, güey.
you
¿Qué
know, this-
pedo?
I got a shout out to IW. You know, this was a tremendous collaboration across all of the different disciplines. As you saw, everybody coming together, some really motivated devs here. And, you know, you saw the wind and the animations and the awesome sound design. And, of course, our new water tech, which is actually pushing the boat in different directions. It's creating a physically dynamic environment, allowing for the cover you were seeing. In certain cases, you could be behind cover, and then suddenly that cover would shift and leave you exposed. But it also leaves the enemy exposed, creating this emergent gameplay. So again, I'm very excited. Just can't wait that I'm so excited that we get to show it off.
Es que no es
And
croma.
that's just a hint
Son
of where things
pantallas.
are going to go. Johanna, tell us a bit about Call of Duty overall, Modern Warfare 2. Obviously,
mames.
you know, we're so excited that it's back this year, but you've got lots going on across Call of Duty. What can we expect from you guys this year?
No me digas, los malos serán los
First of
rusos.
all,
Creo que
thanks for
sí, de
having us
hecho.
here. We're just so excited for October 28th. It's such a big moment, not just for Modern Warfare 2 and everything that
28
Jeff
de
and the team at
octubre.
Infinity Ward have built, but it really marks the step change, what we're calling a transformational moment for the entire franchise. You're going to see incredible rendering, incredible graphics, all the things just within the game itself, built all on one shared engine now across Warzone and Modern Warfare 2 going forward. Of course, there's a lot of chatter and interest about the new Warzone experience. We're affectionately calling it Warzone 2.0. There will be a standalone experience of Warzone for current existing players as well. So we're going to sort of feed the entire community there. But all eyes on the 28th. And again, I think the collaboration's just been incredible. Everybody's so excited for Task Force 141. Warzone coming to mobile as well for players on the go. We're on Steam, as you know. I mean, so it's just a big moment, and there's going to be a lot more to come in the months to follow.
Well, before we leave, we got to ask a little bit about Warzone 2. I know we just, we're showing gameplay here on this, but can you tell us anything? There was a little bit. It seems like there was a little bit of a tease maybe in the trailer yesterday.
Yeah, when we're seeing that from the community, we love when the fans can pick up some things, some chatter about maybe seeing high rise and other elements. But we will get into the details of Warzone 2.0 for
Gráficos que
sure.
solo un titán podrá correr día uno.
Universe. So all the more reason why we think this game, this moment is such an important title for all of us looking ahead. And like we said, we're having a bold vision around the entire future for the franchise. So we're in position. We're really excited.
All right, well, we're looking forward to October.
Te va a dar
Thanks so
calor
much for
aquí,
giving us a first look
cabrón.
at the
¿Por qué te me
gameplay.
subes?
Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2. Thanks, Johanna and Jeff. All right, well, we've got lots more Summer Game Fest still to go, and now it's time to announce a classic PC gaming franchise is coming back with a sequel over 30 years after its first release. I loved this game when I was growing up, so I'm honored to share this.
Después de 30 años, regresa un juego para PC. ¡A la verga, güey! Nunca. No sé de qué están hablando. Nunca vi esa mamada. Flashback 2, no, este sí no sé qué pedo, güey. A lo mejor lo jugué, debo de haberlo jugado en algún momento de mi vida, hace 30 años, pero no me acuerdo.
All right, let's turn back time. Back in 2017, we announced Witchfire at the Game Awards. Almost 5 years later, I am so excited that the team at the Astronauts in Poland has put together an in-depth look at the gameplay of this dark fantasy first-person shooter, which will enter early access soon. I am so excited to play this, and I bet you will be too after you see this.
Está bien, güey, ya, mamá, métetela en la boca, güey. No mames, ama mucho su pistolón. Ash vs Evil Dead, güey. de videogame. Ya la secuela, güey, del otro que sacaron. ¿Qué es esto, güey? ¿Qué es esto y por qué necesito jugarlo ya? Se ve tan culo, güey. Es un proteano, güey. Ay, güey. Ya por fin la continuación de The Order, güey. Sí, ya habían dicho que era Witchfire, güey. Ese juego se ve bueno. Pero este es como gameplay. ¿Se acuerdan del tráiler? Que es como un pinche vaquero, ¿no? Es como un pinche vaquero que pelea contra zombies y la chingada, güey. Juego nuevo.
Officer Taylor, Medlog 29. Today, I can't believe what I saw.
Batman. A la verga.
Solis, everything okay in there?
A la verga, ¿qué? What the fuck, güey? Parece Control, güey. De alguna manera se parece a Control. Pero en el espacio. Fort Solas. Va a salir para PC. Nada más.
That's something brand new, and look who it is. Troy and Roger in person. Guys, this
Troy
is
McClure,
so fun.
güey.
We're working on a game together. What a cool team up. Welcome to the show.
Good to be here.
I got to ask you guys,
Troy
who are
Baker,
your
güey.
characters in this game?
Well, I get to play a character named Wyatt Taylor, who's a medical officer who's stationed at this base, Fort Solis. And it's the epicenter of this mystery that we'll discover and uncover as we go through the game. And, of course, my character will be, at times, in opposition with Roger's character.
The battle we've been waiting to see.
Every once in a yeah. Oh, man.
Get Space.
Can't
No,
wait to show you
Distrito.
what
Ese
we've
es,
been
ese
working
es
on. By the
el...
way, Jeff, this looks awesome, man.
Ya,
It's so great
el
to be here.
Callisto
Thanks for
Protocol.
having us.
It's so great that you're in another game. I mean, it's feeling
Ya
it's
lo
your
vimos,
first
ya
game
vimos
since.
gameplay. Se ve vergas,
One of
el
the first
gameplay se ve
major ones
bastante
for a
bueno.
while, and I play a character by the name of Jack Leary. He's a maintenance engineer.
Eso les pasa por
for a
llegar
remote
tarde,
Martian
perros.
mining post.
Okay.
His job is to make sure that none of the equipment breaks down while it's on their graveyard shift. The graveyard shift meaning Mars and Earth are really far apart from each other and their orbits around the sun. So help is not a simple call away.
I got to ask, I think a lot of people will see this thing and they'll probably wonder, you know, it's a new team, right? Independent studio in Europe that's making this, but with huge production values. I'm curious, like, how did you guys get attached to this? Tell us a bit about the background.
I will say that 2020 to me was the most impactful year for games. It was the first, I mean, obviously we had this unprecedented event with the pandemic and that forced the way that we looked at everything as a society, but also the way this industry functioned. But it was
Solo
also
llegué
brand
15
new
minutos
consoles.
tarde
We
y
had
te
more tools that were
perdiste
being
15
made available
minutos.
that were leveling the playing field between like the AAA studios and the indie studios or the AAA studios. And so, just like anybody else, we got reached out. James Tinsdale with this brand new studio said we'd like for you to consider being a part of this game. And he walked me through a
Sacaron un
great
nuevo
brief
tráiler de
description of what
Callisto
the experience
Protocol
was
y
gonna be like.
gameplay además.
In the very beginning, he said, we want this to feel, it's a tight thriller. We want it to feel like Dead Space meets Duncan Jones' Moon. And I was like, sign me up. I'm into that, absolutely.
And full, like, performance capture and everything.
Ah,
man.
yeah.
Absolutely. New studio, brand new energy, and of course, I get to work with one of the best of the business.
And me.
I get the privilege
Who's the
of
other
getting to see this guy and watch him in action. I love to work, and I love
A mamarse los huevos
challenges
entre
and
los
all
dos.
the new innovations that this medium provides to performers. We can't wait to show you what we've been working on.
Yeah.
I think it's going to knock
Yeah, I
your
guess I've
socks
seen
off.
some of the behind the scenes and the performance capture, Unreal Engine 5. I mean, it looks absolutely phenomenal. Can you give us a hint about the gameplay? Like, what are we going to do in this game?
Yeah, the verbs are always important. So we're going to let the game speak for itself. We'll be showing you more later on. But this is a game where you as the player, you're going to be exploring, you're going to be discovering. Like we said, it's a very tight thriller. So you're moving very fast-paced through this world. There'll be multiple locations, multiple ways for you to traverse, which we're excited to show you about. And then the narrative is a huge element to this. They didn't waste any resources on the performance for sure. I got to tell one quick story, if I can. It was one of our favorite moments. There is a lot of action in this game, and that was at the forefront of this. And to speak to the performance capture aspect, we brought in an incredible, I got to give him a shout out to Nathaniel, our stunt coordinator, who walked us through and really approached this in a completely different way than anything I've ever done before. And he says, I want to know the story of this fight. And so Roger and I sat down. We said, these are who our characters are. And he goes, give me 1 hour and I will come back to you with the story of this fight. And after an hour, he comes to us and he goes, it was like a recovery program. It was 12 steps. And he walked us through this incredible fight. And about halfway through, I started tuning him out. And I was like, hey, man, I just want to let you know I've got no ego about this, but I can do a lot of things.
Pinche gato se está bañando aquí encima de mis piernas.
He grabbed me by my shoulders and he says, oh, you can. You will. And it's going to be glorious.
And we did.
And we
it's
did.
Like a dance. There was a lot of trust, and it worked out.
Yeah, I mean,
we're excited
big
about
stunts. Yeah, I mean, this is so cool to see. It's an independent studio doing this, teaming up with you guys. We can't wait to see more. Troy, Roger, thanks for joining us here.
Happy to be here.
Summer Game
Thank
Fest.
you.
All right, appreciate it very much, guys. All right, well, next up, keeping up with the space theme, it's time to world premiere a very exciting new game, which will feature a musical score by industry legend Mick Gordon. This one is going to grab you.
Okay.
We are so honored to debut it.
Juego nuevo con música de Mick Gordon. What? Puta madre, están anunciando puros thrillers, güey, puros survival horror, la chingada, güey. Call of Duty ha sido el único que no ha sido survival horror o thriller o la chingada, güey. What? ¿Qué es eso, güey? Fatal Frame en el espacio. Ya, güey, no mames. ¿Por qué todos los pinches juegos de terror son en el espacio, güey? Routine. Ok.
Doesn't that look great? That was Routine coming to Xbox and PC. It was first announced a decade ago.
Meta una engrapadora como arma. Dice Distrito.
Now it's time to check in with a very special guest who's been in his fair share of video games, including most recently Fortnite as the foundation. Dwayne Johnson, welcome to Summer Game Fest. How are you?
Dwayne Johnson.
What's up, everybody? And what's up, Jeff? And what is up to the Summer Game Fest audiences live streaming right now around the world and everybody inside the epic IMAX theaters. Dwayne Johnson here, coming at you from my Iron Paradise, the very hot and sweaty and smelly Iron Paradise, powered by, of course, Zoa Energy, the #1 fastest growing energy.
Tenía que haber comercial, güey, no mames.
You guys know me by a lot of nicknames. The Rock, La Roca in Spanish, Uncle Handsome, sexiest man alive.
Uncle Handsome.
Big drink energy. Always room for a cheesy
No
joke.
mames.
There's always room for the extra large cheese pizza, especially when I'm delivering, and I deliver them often. You guys also know me as the greatest and most electrifying surprise in gaming that happened. You know me as the
No,
foundation.
lo siento, perro, pero ese fue Keanu.
#1, thank you so much for the crazy
Ese fue
response
Keanu en
to the
Cyberpunk,
Foundation,
perro.
But also, I gotta say that, you know, I've had such a pleasure working with Epic Games and the teams over there, and we cannot wait to show you what we have in store for the future. And speaking of the future, in the future, you will also know me as Black Adam. Black Adam, as
Sí es
millions of you know
cierto.
around the world who know
Que
the
ya
Black Adam
salió
technology,
el tráiler de
he
Black
is
Adam, güey.
unstoppable. And for those who don't, I always like to say a quick tutorial is this. Black Adam has the powers of Superman, but the only difference, well, there's a few differences, but one of the biggest differences is Superman's weakness is magic, and Black Adam's, one of his superpowers, is magic. So you do the math. October 21st, I cannot wait.
21 de octubre sale Black Adam.
Around
Okay.
the world in theaters only. And you guys will finally see the hierarchy of power in the DC universe change. It has been an honor to become Black Adam, and it is a role that's in my DNA and that I was born to play. I was born to play the Man in Black, and I'm honored to show it to you guys on October 21st. So until then, stay healthy, stay safe, stay focused, keep having fun, keep kicking ass, enjoy your gaming, and I'll see you down the road. This is Black Adam.
Vamos a ver el tráiler. Ok.
What have your powers ever given to you?
Este tráiler es diferente, güey.
I was a slave until I died. Then I was reborn a god. Now I kneel before no one.
Wow, comercial y aparte el pinche tráiler de él. Y este tráiler es diferente al que vi, güey.
Or you can be its savior.
Es la nueva película de DC, güey. Se ve buena, se ve buena, güey. Shazam estuvo buena, Shazam estuvo bastante buena.
Did he just catch a rocket? He caught a rocket.
Sigo sin confiar en los juegos el día 1. Haces muy bien, compadre. Destiny. Outriders, güey. Ese juego está divertido, pero cuando lo juegas con amigos. Jugándolo con randos está medio de la verga, la neta. Debes de tener muy buena coordinación, güey. Gunshots, güey. Nueva expansión para Outriders. Ya acaba de salir una, ¿no? ¿Qué pedo, güey? World Slayer. 30 de junio. A la verga, güey. Preordenen para entrar 48 horas antes. El 10 de junio va a ser el gameplay reveal, güey, ok. El viernes. Nintendo. Wow, que Nintendo esté aquí, güey. Está cabrón, Ahí viene el DLC de Cuphead, güey. Fall Guys. Juego de mierda. Como lo odio. Tengo un chingo de coronas que no he usado. Aunque ya no usé. pingüino de mierda. Season 1, free for all, available June 21st. Ok, la pretemporada 1 va a estar gratis. O sea, va a estar en todas las plataformas, va a estar gratis Fall Guys Season 1, güey. Ya estábamos con las 6, ¿no? Van como las 5 o 6, güey. Pero bueno, está divertido. La primera temporada y con los nuevos, con el chingo de nuevos que van a entrar, va a estar divertido, entre comillas. Porque muchos pinches abusivos van a estar ahí mamando la verga, güey. Por eso lo mandé a la verga ese juego, güey. Está lleno de pinches hackers, güey. De hackers y de pinches güeyes. Oh, sacando las 2000 coronas. Ah, pinches güeyes abusivos, güey.
Signal's breaking up. Command, I'll do one last scan. See you soon. Over. Okay.
Ah, cabrón.
Now we're talking. Command, I may be onto something.
Che, juego nunca me llamó la atención jugar, dice Distrito. Fall Guys está divertido. Pero repito, el pedo es que está hasta su madre de hackers. Nunca quisieron arreglarlo del que está hasta su pinche culo de hackers. Y de pinche gente bien abusiva. Ese juego sí es bien tóxico para que vean, güey. Se ve todo lindo y bonito y la chingada, pues, hijos de la chingada, güey. O sea, hay gente que se mete nada más a chingar la madre, güey. Gente que se mete nada más a chingar a los otros jugadores. Y repito, hay un putero de hackers, güey. Se tardaron un chingo en meter un sistema para acusar a los hackers o a los pinches abusones, güey. Ya valió madre, güey. Y aparte ni servía el pinche sistema de mierda, güey. Porque siempre veías a los mismos güeyes haciendo lo mismo, güey. No sé qué es esto, pero la neta no me llama la atención ni tantito, güey. Diva del espacio. ¿Por qué todo es en el espacio, verga? No mames. Stormgate, se ve de huevísima esta madre, güey. Regístrate para una beta de 2023. Esa madre nació muerta, güey.
There you have it, Tim. Congratulations. Stormgate is real. We have a name and some details. So, first of all, congratulations on this announcement. We're so excited about the return of RTS, brand new franchise. What is a Stormgate?
Es un RTS.
Right, so Stormgates are portals that open during a massive solar storm that unleash the infernal host on future Earth.
Okay. And we saw some hints of some, I mean, you know, you guys coming from Blizzard and StarCraft, everyone wants to know about races. You know, tell us about the sides in this RTS game.
Yeah, we're unveiling our first 2 factions today, but there will be more. So the Human Resistance, and we saw an archaeologist from the Human Resistance in that intro cinematic, and then also the Infernal Hosts, who are these demon-like monsters who come from another world.
I think one thing everyone wants to know about, especially your background pedigree of the team, of, you know, where do you want to push the RTS genre? It's something we've all loved for decades, but, you know, opportunity for a lot of innovation. I know you're going to show us, I think, some hints of where you're going to go image-wise with the actual gameplay made in Unreal Engine, but any sense of what you want to do for the gameplay in this game?
Absolutely. But the first thing I want to say is we are very consciously trying to stay true to what players already love about RTS. Where we're really trying to push the genre and be innovative. First off, approachability. For one thing, we're free to play, but no pay to win, no NFTs, nothing like that. Just to lower
Va a
that
ser
barrier
free
to
to
entry
play,
to
güey. Un
players. And
RTS
we're
free to
also
play.
really trying to be a lot more social. So you'll be able to play the campaign cooperatively. We've got 3-player open-ended co-op, and we've even got 3 versus 3 for competitive multiplayer. But of course,
Pero no
we've
le van a
also
meter
still got that
microtransacciones ni nada de esa mamá.
And it's a
Bueno,
little
ya
surprise
ya
because we've
estoy
got some
más
first kind of work in
intrigado.
progress images from the game, right?
Yeah, these are still very much still being worked on, but some shots of actual assets that we're building in Unreal Engine 5.
Wow, well, I love it. 2023, you said, for the beta. So
Ah,
people can
mira,
sign up
ahí
now,
se ven
get
algunas
ready, and
capturas
I'm
del
just so
juego.
thrilled that there is a brand new RTS franchise coming from you guys and your background and what you did, at Blizzard and StarCraft. We're so excited about this team.
Se ve bien.
Giving us your announcement today on Summer
O sea,
Game Fest.
si va a ser free to play, güey, y si no va a tener microtransacciones y esas mamadas, obviamente de alguna manera van a sacar varo, pero van a querer sacar varo, pero
Highwater. Check this one out.
Highwater, un juego indie, venga.
Good morning, Highwater dwellers. Highwater Pirate Radio, keeping you in the know with our flow. Alphaville authorities continue to deny false rumors that Alphaville elites are planning to evacuate to Mars. True or not, the one thing we can't deny is that the world ended on a sunny day.
The world ended on a sunny day. Boys and girls surfing in the bay. Kids clamored in the park. No one suspected the coming dark. The wave was coming, but the sky was clear. I let it wash over me. Swept away, swept away, swept away without fear.
Ok, se ven esas experiencias acá todas chilax. Se ve bien, se ve bien.
Swept away, swept away without fear. The world ended on a sunny day. Boys and girls surfing in
No,
the bay.
gatito.
Children
Está rasguñando aquí el escritorio, güey. Es que está echado en mis piernas el cabrón.
What a breathtaking trailer. Highwater is an adventure strategy game set in a world ravaged by extreme climate change. Now, speaking of the world around us, the conflict in Ukraine is not far from anyone's mind, and it's impacted the development of games, including Replaced from Sad Cat Studios, a Belarusian studio with devs from Belarus and Ukraine.
Eso ya lo habíamos visto también, ¿no? Replaced.
New trailer here today,
Sí,
but
nuevo
we're
trailer.
understandably unable to complete it in time. Guys, I just want to say we're thinking of you and all the developers impacted by the conflict and hope to be able to share your work at a future show. All right, our next game is an official selection of the Tribeca Games Festival. It's American Arcadia.
¿No lo pasaron por sanciones contra Rusia? ¿Qué pedo? Es que no entendí bien qué pasó ahí, pero...
Unpopular, you need to start running for your life. Check this out.
Picture a city where technology and science go hand in hand with fun and entertainment.
Mientras gatito no empieza a morder los cables, todo bien, sí. Pero es que tengo las piernas cruzadas. Entonces ya se me durmió la pierna.
And that city is Arcadia. A 43-square-mile metropolis where each and every citizen enjoys a life of luxury and comfort. Broadcast live 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on every digital platform. American Arcadia. Control. Subject on the run on camera 4025. Interrupt broadcast immediately.
Ok. Oh, mira. Va a ser algo así como estos juegos tipo... ¿Cómo se llama, güey? El de los pinches morros que tienen que escapar.
Trevor, can you hear me?
El que es en blanco y negro y el otro que... Ay, güey, se me fue el nombre, güey.
I'm going to get you out of there.
Limbo y esas
Apparently
madres.
we've made it to the beach. Next up is a sequel we've all been anticipating for a long time. There's Trouble in Paradise, and watch out, you don't want to get bitten. After many years of rumors, we finally get an update on this much anticipated sequel.
Monkey Island. Ah, cabrón. Ya me parece Dead Island, ¿no? Ese pinche juego salió como 2 veces, un pedo así. Ah, no mames, Goat Simulator. Sí. Goat Simulator 2, güey. Cabras Rabiosas 2. ¡Coño! Sí, Goat Simulator 3, perdón. Esos juegos son muy divertidos.
There you have it. That was Goat Simulator 3, and it's coming later this year.
Esa no es una parodia a un montón de juegos, de hecho sí.
Now, last year, Marvel and 2K announced
Mira, ahí viene el Midnight Suns.
a tactical RPG from Firaxis Games, the studio behind XCOM and Civilizations. Heroes from the Avengers and X-Men crossover with supernatural ones like Blade and Ghost Rider for a battle against Lilith, the mother of demons. Today, we've got a look at some new folks set to join the battle.
Van a enseñar nuevos personajes del juego. Queremos ver gameplay, perro. Puta madre, güey. Venom. Ay, güey. Ay, papi. Ese juego va a estar vergas, güey. O sea, sí lo quiero jugar, güey. Aunque no soy... O sea, bueno, no puedo decir que no soy fan de los juegos de Firaxis, güey, porque son muy buenos, pero... Luego me desesperan. Encantres.
Mother won't hurt you.
Spider-Man.
Typical Parker luck. I'm gonna need some backup.
Spider-Man rabioso, güey. ¿Este juego es de qué tipo? Como XCOM. Sí, es Encantres y su hermano. ¿O no? No mames. Hulk. Ah, son variaciones. 7 de octubre, güey. Preordenen para sacar la skin de Doctor Strange. Prefiero esa skin de Spider-Man, güey.
one time.
Cuphead.
Midnight Suns.
30
and
de
now we're moving
junio.
on to the
¡Ah!
wonderful world of Cuphead, the delicious last course. And can you believe it? We're only a couple weeks away from playing the delicious last course, DLC. You see how they did that for Cuphead? Joining me now is Maya Moldenhauer from Studio MDHR. So first of all, Maya, it's really coming?
It's really coming June 30th on all major platforms. We are thrilled.
Well, I'm so thrilled, too, that I think all the fans can't believe that this is here. And I've been lucky enough to
Chalice,
play
my
this
love!
on my Steam Deck last week, and you guys gave me a copy. I can't. People are not going to be ready for how amazing this looks and the backgrounds and what you guys have done. I feel like you've amped up, obviously, the gameplay. It's difficult, as we would expect, but the visual look, you guys have taken it even to the next level, which I didn't think was possible.
Yeah, we absolutely did. I couldn't pinpoint one thing that we're proud of in this because we really honed our craft, took everything to the next level from animation, the backgrounds, the music, gameplay design, and of course our new playable character, Miss Chalice. I'm very proud of her.
Chalice is fun to play as, and even though this is a DLC, it feels
Sí
like
le
it's its own
respondí a
game
Distrito de qué
inside
tipo de juego es ese. Es un
It
RT,
is,
es un
definitely.
no, no es
Get on
RTS,
the
es
island,
de
and there you are
es
off
como
to this
XCOM.
New territory, which is yeah, it's our biggest island yet. Super
O
size
sea,
bosses,
es
lots of
un
secrets to
¿cómo se
discover.
llama esta madre?
Don't let any rock go unturned.
Yes, and
Es como un
lots of challenge
RPG
ahead. Well, I know you
táctico
brought- I know you don't want people to necessarily have too much spoiled about the game, but you brought a
que
little
te vas
something.
moviendo por el mapa.
Yeah, it's
Y tienes que hacer cobertura y tienes que atacar y todos los ataques y mamadas que avientes
attacks and transformations. We
tienen
hope
cierta
everyone enjoys it.
cantidad
All right,
de
let's check it out. Cuphead, the delicious last
de
course.
si van a pegar o no, o sea, salen marcadores, ¿no? De que tienes el 99% de formas, el 99% de que sí le vas a pegar al güey, ¿no? Pero incluso con ese 99% puedes fallar, güey, el golpe, o sea, es de ese tipo de juegos.
Chalice, my love.
Bueno, mames, ¿no vieron la serie de Cuphead en Netflix, güey? Está hermosísima, güey. Tienen que verla. Aunque no sepan nada de Cuphead, vean la pinche serie, güey. Está increíble, güey. Como dije, ahí está en Netflix. Pues este es el nuevo personaje que va a salir para el DLC de Cuphead, güey. ¡Ay, güey! Y ya sale 30 de junio, güey.
Even more Cuphead, and who doesn't? Tomorrow we will show
Final
you
de
an
este mes.
exclusive look at season 2 of the Cuphead show when I co-host Netflix's
Oh.
Geek Week, which will include new
Vamos
show
a
and
ver
game announcements.
un
It
poquito de la
streams 10
segunda
a.m.
temporada
Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern.
de Cuphead.
And that's not all. There's more Summer Game Fest
Ah, no.
all weekend long. Coming up next,
Próximamente vamos a poder ver tráiler en Netflix de la segunda temporada de Cuphead.
Tomorrow after Geek Week, there is the Epic Game Store Showcase at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, with news on Rocket League and the Tribeca Game Showcase. And Sunday, don't miss the Xbox and Bethesda Game Showcase with a look at the future of Xbox and Game Pass. Now we have some exciting
Ay,
news
para que
for
se
the
acuerden,
Nintendo Switch
hijos,
PC
domingo a
fans.
las 12 del
Beyond
día,
White, a game where you play an assassin
el
from
evento,
hell
vamos a
who
estar
slays
aquí en vivo
demons
con el
with a
evento
chance to
de
ascend.
próximo domingo, 12 de la tarde, con el evento de Bethesda y Microsoft. Acuérdense que ahorita esto es como si fuera E3, güey. O sea, este es el E3 que se canceló. Por eso ya vimos la conferencia de Sony, güey, o sea, de PlayStation. Y ahorita estamos viendo otra que sería como una conferencia mixta. Y el domingo va a ser la de Microsoft. Que bueno, pues ya no sería conferencia como antes, más bien ya sería evento online.
10 days here. New day, new mission from Almighty.
You think you can win me over by showering me with gifts? Good thinking. ...16 de junio... O
sea, ya, güey, es de Annapurna también. Pinche Annapurna está haciendo un verguero de juegos. Qué
We've shown you
chingados, güey.
lots of games today made by huge teams. Now it's time for a game made by a single father in Poland. Over the past year, he's brought on some help to bring his vision
Midnight
for a
Fight
fast-paced
Express.
action game, Midnight
Hecho
Fight
por
Express.
una sola persona. Vamos a ver. Ah, ya, este ya lo habíamos visto, güey. Este se ve divertido, güey. Ya lo habíamos visto este, güey.
Well, it's time, partner. Time to rise up. Together.
Está a la vuelta de la esquina, ni tiempo me da de ahorrar algo.
The big guy's actually going through with it. While I sat at his side, seeing lives as dollar signs, had the stink of corruption.
Muy al estilo de Hotline Miami, este, güey.
Nah, not him. Me. Well, I ain't wearing it anymore, and neither are you. Tonight, we wash this whole damn city down.
El coescritor de agosto 23 de Destiny 2 y la chingada va a estar para Game Pass. Ay, güey. Va a estar para todos lados, incluso Game Pass.
A PC demo of this game is going live right now on Steam and will be part of the Steam Next Fest next week. I really want more playable games in the hands of you guys at home, and that's one of them. Check it out. All right.
Ahorita va a salir el beta, bueno, más bien, ¿cómo se llama? El demo, perdón, el demo en Steam, güey.
I'm so good.
Demo para PC en Steam.
I know. We got just happen to always have these Canadian teams on the show. I don't know how that works out, right?
Okay.
We do. Well, we have a great connection. We've also done a lot with Warframe over the years, and I know right now anyone watching on Twitch for more than 30 minutes, this show is going to get a special Twitch drop, right?
That's right. I already have seen people getting it, so it's very exciting. She's right there.
Okay.
Loud and proud. Protea, 30 minutes for watching.
Ese skin que ven ahí atrás, ahorita terminando el evento va a haber un stream en Twitch y van a poder obtener ese skin para Warframe.
Incredible things with the game, and I know you have TennoCon coming up in July, which is your big kind of event of the year to reveal what's next. What can you tell us?
Well, I can't tell too much, but yeah, July 16th, 2022. It's a digital event again this year. Today, actually, we just launched the digital items for it, so you can get some in-game goodies, some really cool cosmetics, some merch, all that really great stuff went live today. But of course, the reason I'm here is to, kind of debut. We have our Tenno Live during TennoCon, which is our big reveal of the night, and we usually do a little bit of a gameplay, a little bit of a demo, and I think a lot of people can suspect what it might be, but I'm here to kind of confirm what it is that Tenno Live is going to show.
And what is that?
Can I say it?
Yes, I think you can.
Okay, you're going to get your first look at the Duviri Paradox.
Finally!
Finally, I know it's been a couple years. But Duviri Paradox is going to be what Tenno Live is all about, and I'm so happy. The team worked really
una
hard
nueva
on the
expansión
teaser you're about to
grande,
see
entre
for it,
comillas,
and I'm
para
just really proud and
Warframe.
excited to show it.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for being here on Summer
Nice.
Game Fest. Let's take a look at that right now.
My child,
Calla tu cabrona boca, Mayaya.
what was done is done. New dangers, new choices await us now. For now, dream of who we were and of who we have become.
The Duviri Paradox. Y no se van a poder ganar esa skin para verlo. Bueno, por haber visto el stream, güey.
next, it's time for a new
Uy,
look
mira.
at Honkai Star Rail, an upcoming open-world space RPG. Yeah, a lot of space today from Genshin Impact studio Hoyoverse across mobile and PC. This studio continues to
Del
deliver
estudio que le da verga al
trailer
Mayaya
reveals
todos
for
los
the very first
días.
time, a new and exotic realm players will be able to explore.
No es de mi hoyo, ¿no? O sea, es de mi joyo, perdón. Son las mismas perras, pero revolcadas, ¿no? Sí, mi joyo ver sí, sí es, güey.
You are in a daze right now. You don't know who you are, why you're here. None of that matters. In the near future, you will encounter many
El
perils.
Mayaya de seguro gritó como Flanders.
You will meet companions who treat you like family.
De hecho, yo pensé que era Genshin, güey. Por eso dije, ah, mira, güey, llegó el Mayaya y luego el Genshin, güey. Por eso vino el perro, güey.
Remember what you feel in this moment. As long as you know in your heart where you're heading.
Pero sí es la misma mamada, güey. Nada más que es otro juego diferente. Aunque la neta este se ve mucho mejor que el Genshin. Honkai Star Rail.
I have wine to soothe the souls of honored guests.
El nuevo Josbando.
Welcome aboard the Cienjo La Fool.
And that's not all from Hoyoverse. Today, I'm excited to introduce you to
Otro.
Zenless Zone Zero, their next major new IP. It's a futuristic
No
urban
mames,
action
otro
game. I have to say,
juego
I'm
de
blown
mi
away
hoyo,
by
güey.
what I've seen so far. It was announced a couple weeks ago, and it has the detail of Genshin Impact with a fast-paced action style. Here is the world premiere
No,
of a
pues
brand
ya.
new look at Zenless's notable
Ya
characters,
se quedó en
armed
coma el
enemies,
Mayaya,
and
pinche,
world
velo, güey.
danger.
Ya está en coma la Mayaya echando espuma por la boca, güey. La gata, luego el pinche Mayaya puerco, güey. No, pues sí, el Mayaya llegó el momento indicado para que le sude la cola, pero puta, no mames. Se le va a dilatar hasta la vergüenza, güey. Pinche Mayaya, velo, güey. No mames. Juegazo, güey. Juegazo, cabrón. Necesito ese juego, güey.
And the team wanted to use SGF as a way to reveal one exciting aspect of the game they've been keeping under wraps until now.
Ay, no mames, ¿es en serio? Casey Jones. Sí, a huevo. Era lo único que faltaba, güey. No mames, güey, ese juego lo quiero, lo quiero. No. Modo para 6 jugadores, además. ¡A la verga, güey! ¿Por qué son así, güey? ¿Por qué son así, güey? No, este juego ya no mames, güey. ¿Qué pedo, güey? No sean marranos. 16 de junio, chinga tu madre. Wow. Se pasaron de reata, güey. Me sale la semana que viene, güey. No mames. Invita a toda la banda, Rush. Los invito y no me pelan, culeros. A comer engrudos. Este verga. No mames, güey. El de las tortugas se ve increíble, güey. Llega Casey Jones y además, güey, modo para 6 jugadores. Chinga tu madre, güey. Humankind. Estos juegos son buenos. Oh. Culturas de Latinoamérica se van a agregar a Humankind. Nazca, Taino, Inca, Argentinas, cubanos. Ok. Cultures of Latin America. Buy now para Humankind. Ok. Va a salir en Game Pass. Así está en Game Pass, güey. Pero espera, hay más. Reescribe la historia. En consolas, va a llegar a consolas Humankind, güey. A la madre, güey. ¿Cómo ven, hijos? Ay, papá.
How far will you push Humankind?
¿Cómo ven, güey? Va a llegar a consolas Humankind y aparte Play Day One con Game Pass. Puta, güey. Todavía no dicen cuándo va a salir, pero va a estar día 1 en Game Pass, güey. Ahorita creo que ya está Humankind, pero lo nuevo, pues el DLC. A la madre.
Its 25th anniversary this year, and Bandai Namco is bringing the mega popular franchise back to video games with One Piece Odyssey.
Nuevo juego de One Piece.
Luffy and his crew of pirates are off on their next adventure. This trailer reveals the setting, a mysterious island where Luffy and his Straw Hat crew become marooned in this exciting upcoming JRPG.
Es un JRPG, güey. A ver.
The Straw Hat Pirates journeying along the Grand Line.
見ろよ、あの島。でけえ塔がいっぱい立ってる。空に伸びてるあの光はなんだ。よし、面白そうだ。行ってみよう。
ちょっと待ってルフィ。変な形の積乱雲がすごい速度で増えてる。
¿Skypea? Nah. Dijeron que era una isla nueva.
Filled with new encounters and hidden mysteries.
No me emociono porque hay juegos que han estado chidos y hay juegos que han estado bien culeros, güey. De hecho, sobre todo los JRPGs que han sacado de One Piece han estado culeros. Los buenos han sido los Musou.
One Piece Odyssey.
A alguien no le interesa un riñón, no medio hígado, dice este verga. 2022 va a salir este año, güey. Puta madre.
Atlas launches, and we've got your first listen to the English voice cast with this quick new look.
Juego de Atlus. Me suena, güey.
Take my hand. You get one more chance to make things right.
Es un Shin Megami, no mames.
So that's our mission then, save the world.
Soul Hackers 2, ok.
With so many new games featured across SGF events, you might be wondering how to plan for your summer gaming dreams. NerdWallet can help you find the smartest credit card to reward your gaming purchases at nerdwallet.com.
The Epic Mega Sale is going on right now. Save up to 75% off top PC titles with an additional 25% off eligible products. And it wouldn't be the Mega Sale without the free games vault featuring Maneater. Be sure to claim your copy before the sale ends on June 16th. Tune into the Epic Games Store Twitch channel for our summer showcase on June 10th at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. We're taking a look at new announcements and updates from PC titles heading to the store this year and beyond.
Ah, pero su pinche tienda está bien culera, güey. Pinche Epic. Uf, qué juegazos acaban de enseñar ahí, güey. Tunic, Psychonauts y el otro no me acuerdo qué es. Bueno, el otro no lo vi bien. El del Dragoncín.
You nuts?
Ese de Minecraft no está mal, lo jugué, hice stream y todo. No está nada mal, güey. Minecraft Stories, o cómo se llama. Dungeons, Minecraft Dungeons, algo así, güey. Otra colección de Capcom. Oh, Street Fighter, güey. No mames. Ay, güey, Street Fighter Alpha 2, 3, Mega Man de Power Battle, Street Fighter, güey. Capcom Arcade Stadium 2, uff, qué chingonería, güey, qué pedo. Strikers. Ya va a salir Strikers, güey, sale esta semana.
In this no-holds-barred soccer-ish sport, chaos reigns supreme. So, prepare to do whatever it takes to claim victory. So much fun.
Yo sí le metí unas buenas horas al primer Strikers, güey.
Only on Nintendo Switch.
Sale mañana, güey. Sale mañana, Strikers 2.
Hi, my name is Carl and I'm a developer on Metal Hellsinger. You know how in some games where the music's really good, you feel compelled to move and shoot to the beat? But what if you had to? In Metal, the better you are at slaying to the beat, the more intense everything gets. And we have vocal performances from legendary artists like Serge Tankian from System of a Down, so while headbanging isn't mandatory, we do recommend it. Our demo is live now on Steam, Xbox, and PlayStation.
Ah, ya es este juego que es
So
como
go
un
check it
shooter
out
con
and slay to the
música
beat.
metalera, ¿no? Sí, ese shooter de música metalera, güey. Es como Doom, güey, entre comillas, pero con música de bandas de metal, güey. Ahorita hablaron de System of a Down, de hecho. Right. Dio, Johnston, Michael Stein, Trivium, Lamb of God, Ginger. System of a Down, Serge Tankian, güey, no mames. Este juego ya lo habían enseñado, Metal Hellsinger, güey. Ya está la demo, pues ahorita la jugamos, güey, sale el 15 de septiembre, ok. Ah, es que no la voy a poder jugar por la música, güey. Está madre, bueno. Si no, pues la jugábamos ahorita.
That one was Metal Hellsinger coming later this year from Funcom, a rhythm shooter with metal music. And right now, as I mentioned, a demo has launched on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation for you to play for free.
Ok, acaba de salir el demo para consolas y PC. Menos Nintendo.
This spiritual successor to Until Dawn stars David Arquette and an all-star cast. It's getting
Si lo
great
pruebas en
reviews,
directo,
and
pues
this
la
is one of those
música me puede dar
binge-worthy
pedos.
teen horror entertainment experiences where your every choice shapes your story and determines who lives and who dies at a camp in upstate New York. Here's the first look at the launch trailer.
Family is the most important thing in the world. But if your whole family, you know, like every last one of them decided to jump down the bottom of a well, and they're all
2K y Supermassive.
hanging on the end of
¿Cómo se llama el de los güeyes estos que se pelan de la cárcel? Pero ese no, ese es de Ubisoft, ¿no? Ah, de EA, perdón.
right down to the bottom of the well with the rest of them. And what's the point of that?
El de It Takes Two.
What? There is a lot more to this than you realize.
Like what?
Kidnapping, murder, cover-ups. I think the whole Hackett family is in on it.
You have no idea what's going on here. Not a goddamn clue. All right, let's do this.
Who should I call?
911.
You mean 911? Who says 911?
Goodbye, cruel world.
We gotta get out. I'm gonna enjoy watching you die.
This isn't a ghost story. It's a creature feature. It's really happening and you're all in it.
This is gonna get a little messy.
The Quarry. 10 de junio, sale mañana. Decía June o July.
Back at the Game Awards, we were proud to reveal
Sale
Nightingale,
mañana,
a
güey.
shared world survival crafting game from Inflection Games up in
Ah, este
Canada.
ya lo habíamos
Now
visto
it's time to
también.
give you a brand new look and deeper look
Es
at the
un,
game,
es
including its
un,
innovative realm card system that lets you impact things like the weather pattern, resources,
es uno de
and
mundo
challenges
abierto,
in
güey,
its
donde puedes cambiar a tus
procedural
monos y la
realms. Here's your
chingada. Parece
exclusive
un MMO, pero ya este ya lo habíamos visto, de hecho. Es de crafteo y ese pedo, güey.
You're alone in the realms, I'm afraid.
Tienes que, o sea, tienes que ir crafteando con un team y tienes que ir a cazar pinches animalejos acá muy grandotes.
Given how fragile you humans are,
Es un juego de supervivencia.
I'd say that staying fed, dry, and rested
O sea, este ya lo habíamos visto.
should be your priority. If the portal arch is inactive, you'll need to make realm cards from rare resources.
Otro Wendigo o más parecido a la masacre de Texas. Pues no estoy seguro.
Beware them. Foul things lurk in the interrealmic void, waiting
think but this, and all is mended.
Nightingale.
The Saints are marching in on August 23rd with the reboot of Saints Row that we revealed last year at Gamescom. And today, we're happy to announce the launch of the Boss Factory demo across PC and console, which lets you design and set up your character. And since it's Saints Row, you guys are going to have a lot of fun with this one. Check it out.
Guys.
You gotta do
Juego
something
nuevo.
to capture people's attention. So what do we build next?
Me.
Pues es el Saints Row, sí.
We are so good
at this.
De hecho, lo iba a decir, estaba contestando un mensaje. Güey. Iba a decir, ¿sabes no es esa madre Saints Row?
Seriously, this is perfect. Dinner and a show, baby.
Se mamaron. Va a estar perro, ¿eh? Entonces el motor de personalización, güey, va a estar cabrón, güey. Saints Row Boss Factory. Descárgalo ahora, gratis, en todos lados, menos Nintendo. Es neta, güey. Play 4, Play 5, Series, PC, Epic.
Next, we've got an exclusive
Bueno,
first
menos
look
Nintendo
at
y
extended
Stadia.
gameplay of Warhammer 40K Darktide, Fat Shark's follow-up to the
Uf,
critically
este
acclaimed
juego lo
Vermintide
quiero,
series.
güey, también.
Darktide promises intense 4-player co-op action and terrifying enemy hordes to team up against. And it's out on
Se ve que va a estar
September
bien
13th
chido.
for PC, on Steam, and exclusively on console on Xbox.
Ese también ya lo habíamos visto. Es el que parece Vermintide, pero con armas de fuego. El Vermintide es más Dungeons and Dragons. Este es más parecido a un... Pues con armas y esas madres. Más parecido a un Warhammer tradicional, digamos.
Head on through the ventilation tunnels and look for an access point. This way! Move it! Set your data interrogators. If all goes well,
Qué chido, güey. Güey, se ve divertidísimo esto, güey. Pero repito, este es uno de esos juegos que si no lo juegas con amigos, jugarlo con randos o jugarlo solo en la compu, no. Se ve buenísimo el Dark Tide, güey. 13 de septiembre, güey. Uf, no mames, este año va a estar cargadito, ¿eh?
Psychological horror games like Blair Witch and The Medium. Today, they are ready to reveal their latest creation made completely in
Este año
Unreal
y el
Engine 5
próximo va a estar
visceral
cargadito,
horror
güey. Después del
experience.
State of
It's a
Play.
return to the world of Layers of
O sea,
Fears.
güey, no mames,
Get
vamos a
a
tener el
dose
remake de Resident 4 el año que viene, güey. Y otras muchas cosas que vimos en el State of Play, güey.
Insanity runs in our family. Let it run.
¿Cómo se llama este juego? Fear, ¿cómo? Layers of Fear, güey. Se parece a Layers of Fear, güey. El 2 no lo acabé porque me dio hueva, o sea, ya... Sí tenía partes entretenidas, pero la neta tenía partes que qué hueva, cabrón. Como 1 hora caminando y no pasaba nada, güey. Por eso lo mandé a la verga. El 1 está bueno, el 1 está bueno. El 2 está madre, güey. Tiene muchas secciones que están bien culeras, güey. Psychedelic Horror Chronicle.
All this misery, all this suffering. There was no other way.
Shouldn't have. You really shouldn't have.
Sí, güey, todas esas partes son de Layers of Fear 2, güey. Pues están muy, muy inspiradas. Lo del barco pirata, güey. Lo de los güeyes esos de la fábrica. Layers of Fears, sí. Les dije, güey. Que no había visto el título bien. Pinche gato está aquí
This
chingui chingue.
October, Gotham Knights arrives. Batman is dead, and it's up to the Batman family, Batgirl,
Mira,
Nightwing,
Gotham
Red Hood,
Knights,
and Robin,
25
to
de
protect
octubre.
Gotham. To give us an exclusive new look, let's head to
La
Montreal.
neta, yo ya vi gameplay de ese juego y no se me antoja, güey. No se me antoja, la verdad no se me antoja.
Hello and warm welcome from WB Games Montreal. I'm Flo
Lo
Martin.
quisieron
I'm
hacer
the
especie
executive producer on Gotham Knights.
Batman,
Today, we are
la
thrilled
serie
to
de
share
Arkham.
more with you on one of our
No
beloved
les
knights,
quedó, güey.
Nightwing.
El combate se ve culero, la verdad.
Our character series, and we're
Luego el
really
pinche Red
looking
Hood, quién sabe
forward
por
to
qué
share
es.
more with you
Puede
as we
saltar en
continue
el aire,
working
güey. O
towards our
sea,
launch on October 25th.
como que corre en el
So, I
aire.
hope you enjoy the
Está muy
show
raro,
and
güey.
stay tuned.
Está rarísimo, güey. Y ahorita van a ver, si muestran combate, se ve bien culero, güey.
I had nothing. And then this city became my home.
No me acuerdo si es Red Hood o Nightwing el que brinca en el aire, güey.
Gotham gave me everything. It deserves to feel safe.
Ah, entonces no es este, güey. Sí es Red Hood.
No matter how hard we try, there's always more to do. And now, it's up to me.
¿Vas a tráiler de puro Nightwing o qué pedo?
I got this, Bruce.
No me llama, güey.
That was Gotham Knights, and now we welcome Oh, look who it is. Neil Druckmann from Naughty Dog, co-president of Naughty
Neil
Dog.
Druckmann.
Great to have you with us, Neil. It's been an eventful day on the internet for Naughty Dog fans, and
I think we jinxed ourselves. We were joking about last night, like, watch the assets will leak, and lo and behold, that's what happened.
Well,
Los juegos de superhéroes nunca me han convencido, no mames. Pues juega la saga de Arkham para que te calles el hocico.
But first of all, it is it's a
O
big
la
month,
de, o
actually,
juega el
for
juego
Last
de
of Us
Guardianes de la
fans.
Galaxia.
Last of Us 1 and 2 both launched in June, and it's nearing
El de
its
Square
2-year
Enix.
anniversary for Last of Us Part 2, which is hard to believe.
Yeah, it's crazy. 9 years for Last of Us 1, 2 years for Last of Us Part 2, and we still hear
Para que veas cómo se hace un juego de superhéroes. O el de Spider-Man. Ahora que va a salir el de Spider-Man para PC. Uf.
And it's just been kind of amazing. Like Last of Us Part 2 early this year passed a pretty big milestone. It sold over 10 million units. And that kind of support, that kind of success, we're so grateful to our fans. It has allowed us to grow as a studio, and now we can take on multiple projects, more than we've ever had at the same time.
Multiple projects. Okay, very interesting. So what can Last of Us fans expect in the future from you?
Thank you for asking, Jeff.
Yes.
So one of the things we've mentioned a while back is what started out as a multiplayer mode has evolved due to the team's ambition. They really wanted to do something beyond what we've ever done before at Naughty Dog. And we felt the way to do it justice is to make it a standalone title. And over
Le van a meter multiplayer a The Last of Us.
ambition has grown, and we're not quite ready to fully unveil it, but we're ready to lift the curtain a little bit and just give you like an update of where we're at.
Okay, well, what can you tell us about this new standalone multiplayer game?
Yeah, so we have a concept art that we want to show. But what I can tell you is that this game is big.
Okay.
It's as big as any of our single-player games that we've done, and in some ways bigger. It's got a story. The way we're telling that story is very unique to this game. It's got a brand new cast of characters. It takes place at another place, another part of the United States.
It's like a city somewhat familiar.
Ok, va a ser como un The Last of Us 3, pero con diferentes personajes y en otra parte de Estados Unidos. Ok.
Anthony Newman and Joe Pantnati, all veterans of Uncharted and Last of Us, and you're going to see a lot more of this game come next year.
Next year, so wait till next year to hear
Va a salir el próximo año.
Okay, well, very exciting that this has evolved, and I mean, that concept art looks incredible. I can't wait to see Naughty Dog storytelling fused with multiplayer live game.
It's something special. We can't wait to show it either.
Okay, well, that's not all. We also have something that I've been reading about on the internet every day. It feels like up in Calgary, they're filming the Last of Us show for HBO, right?
Yeah, so for the past year, we've teamed up with Craig Mazin of Chernobyl fame and HBO to adapt The Last of Us into a TV show. They've been filming, and it's pretty incredible. The stuff I'm getting back, when we're looking at back at Naughty Dog, we can't help but feel emotional because not only is it so good and the quality is so high, it's so authentic to what we've made in the game. I just can't. I couldn't be proud of, like, again, Craig and that whole crew and everybody that's up there. And their last day of filming is tomorrow. So
the entire series, last day of filming is tomorrow.
Last day of filming is tomorrow. Craig is up there right now, kind of wrapping it all up. So it's.
No están hablando de la serie live action de The Last of Us.
You actually got to direct one of the
Mañana
episodes?
terminan de rodar.
Yes, I think that really speaks to the kind of collaboration and trust that exists between Naughty Dog and HBO. They invited me
Lo
to
cual me
direct
vale
one of the
verga, pero
episodes.
bueno.
I think we have an image from the episode I actually directed.
Ooh, okay.
So we could
first look. Let's take.
So you could see this is a certain museum that players might know from the game. And I really have to talk about Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey, and not only directing them, but seeing them do all the other episodes. They've thrown themselves at these roles for a whole year.
Esa Ellie está muy fea.
Watching the nuance they bring to these characters, their relationship on and off camera, I couldn't help but think about Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson. It felt so similar to the chemistry those two actors had when we made the game. And it really feels like this is going to be something special. And I will say this will be the most authentic video game adaptation yet.
Well, I mean, that first image that they put out, it feels like the video game. Everything that I've seen, both public and other stuff, makes it feel sort of super legitimate, as you said, and that's awesome to see Joel and Ellie from the front side now for the first time. So we'll see more of that next year. That's coming as well, right? Serious?
You'll hear about it very soon. That's
okay.
all I'll say right now.
All right. Well, Last of Us HBO, very, very exciting. And I hear you actually have a couple actors from the show who are going to join us here.
We happen to have a couple actors here that are part of the show. We should bring them up.
Okay, come on up.
what's up?
Otra vez Troy Baker.
Surprise.
Troy's back again. Hello,
I know.
Ashley. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
I'm a little confused, though. I thought maybe Pedro Bella, but Troy Ashley out here from the game, right?
So when Craig and I started working on the show, almost one of our very first meetings, we said Troy and Ashley have to be a part of it. And we're such fans of like the talent and the helping us create Joel and Ellie.
Son las voces de Joel y Ellie, güey.
It has to be more than just like kind of like a wink to the camera and like a cameo.
Okay.
These are real roles that we're keeping on the wraps for now. But man, I'm bummed that I couldn't be there with you guys when you filmed your stuff.
There's been so much
It's
stuff I feel like
so good
on the internet. There's so much like talk about what's being filmed, and I think that's you guys have kept a complete secret that you were up there and you filmed your roles by now, obviously.
Well, keeping secrets with this franchise is kind of old hat. Like we've
Except
had
for today.
Yeah. Except for today. It was one of the hardest things for us to do is to not let people know that because we're so proud of it and the work that we did. We worked hard. The crew. I have to say, when I walked out on set. To be met with literally every person that I met on that crew is such a fan of this game, and they all knew what it was that they were working on and committed to working on this project because of their fan and their love for the game was one of the greatest. It was like I was coming home to friends.
Yeah, I the attention to detail, the crew was amazing. Bella and Pedro are they're so perfect. And we've been trying to sort of describe that feeling of sort of seeing them in person. It's like the characters coming to life, but it's so much more than that. I feel like I can't fully explain it, but I am so excited to be a part of it, and just I can't wait to see it. I think it is going to be so good. I love the story. I love being a part of.
I'm so excited about the series and the fact that you guys are going to be in it and undisclosed roles. I'm so fascinated how it's going to sort of bob and weave and are these characters we know from the game that they're playing new characters? Can you tell us anything?
Yes.
I can tell you.
So sneaky. All right. Well, we're so excited.
Maybe it's already on Twitter by now.
Okay. All right. Well, let's talk about what was on Twitter earlier today. Lots of talk about the idea, or really what's happening is it looks like you guys are remaking the original game, and this is like a ground-up remake. Is that right?
That's right. We wanted to give people the definitive version of the first game that wasn't encumbered by any technology. Wanted to find
Van a hacer un remake del primer juego.
We're able to do it on
Porque hay un remaster, ¿no?
NPC, and instead of talking about it, let's look at it.
All right, let's take a look at The Last of Us Part 1.
Wow, van a hacer un remake que va a salir también en PC. ¡Ay, cabrón!
I've been on quite the adventure, little brother.
I reckon it's got something to do with that girl.
It's got everything to do with that little girl.
Chingas a tu madre, güey. No puede ser. What?
You know, I've never been this close.
2 de septiembre, güey.
So is that everything you hoped for?
Can't be any worse out there.
2 de septiembre, güey. Chingas a tu madre, güey.
Can it?
Once upon a time, I had somebody that I cared about. And in this world, that's good for one thing. Getting you killed.
I can take care of myself.
How many close calls have we had? I get into trouble down there. You make every shot count.
Bueno, creo que PC no... hablaron algo de PC, pero no entendí bien ahí.
Hope you know how to use that thing.
Pero para Play 5, güey, va a ser totalmente next gen, güey. Y también están haciendo la versión de PC, güey. Sí. Están haciendo la versión de PC, güey.
Yeah, you're watching it in real time.
2 de septiembre, verga, güey.
You did a decade ago.
Yeah.
You didn't go back in. I mean, you used the original performances.
Yeah, actually, we came up with a process.
Hicieron el juego prácticamente desde cero, güey.
We did for the faces and kind of like retargeted on these new rigs that have a lot more fidelity and then the animators went back and
We're
studied.
side by side, so just
mamada,
how
güey,
much
no.
it has changed. That you went and you redid the models and rebuilt everything?
Se
Everything was rebuilt from the
pasaron de
ground up.
reata,
Same
güey.
art director, re-art directed the whole thing from the ground up. But the great thing about these faces is that they're closer to the original performance. All the animators went and studied those videos and got it closer to what you did on set than we could have achieved before. And that's just like one of the things we could talk about, like this brand new AI, like all the combat is redone. Just the fidelity of everything, 60 frames per second, all the stuff you're getting on the PS5. Again, we wanted to give, knowing because of the show, because they're all new players for PS5 and PC, we wanted them to have the definitive version of The Last of Us.
Amazing. Well, now you guys get to replay. I mean, when was the last time you guys played the game?
I actually played it again just to refresh my memory before working on the show.
I was just a glutton for punishment, and I went straight from playing
never
part
played it.
1 straight into part 2. And so the last time that I played literally would have been 2 years ago, since we're celebrating the anniversary of part 2 coming out. So I mean, it looks like I'm definitely going to be up for another playthrough with this.
I can't wait to go back because it
Oh,
was
I can't wait.
you guys did such an amazing job on that original game, and
It's really, when you play it, when you see it in motion, it's really night and day from what it used to be.
I imagine that think of The Last of Us 2 combat, but kind of that back in The Last of Us 1.
Well, it's the whole, like, all the new animation system, the new AI system, everything we've learned on, like, Uncharted 4, Last of Us 2, we apply to this, again, to give that definitive version. Just to give a quick shout out, this project is headed up by Matthew Gallant and Shauna Skye.
Okay.
And you'll hear a lot more about it and see a lot more about it over the coming weeks leading up to the release September 2nd on PS5.
All right.
And
well,
shortly thereafter on PC.
we will look forward to it. Now, Neil, you've talked a lot about games directed by other
Wow,
people.
no mames. The Last of Us
Still making games.
remake
my day job.
para Play 5 y PC, güey.
It's a little
Chinga
early to
tu
talk about
madre.
it. Maybe if someone in PlayStation wants to leak it, then we can talk about it now. Otherwise, we'll save it.
But you do have a new project.
Do have a new project, but we'll save it for another Summer Game Fest.
Okay. Okay, well, we'll see. We'll try and save it. All right. Troy, Ashley, Neil, thank you so much for dropping by Summer Game Fest, and I am so excited that The Last of Us is returning, as you said, in September. So thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Jeff.
Awesome. All right, well, that is going to do it. Thanks to Naughty Dog and PlayStation for that very special look at The Last of Us and the entire franchise and where things are going. Very, very excited about that. All right, Summer Game Fest continues over the next few days. Coming up right now on this very stream is Day of the Devs with I Am 8-Bit and Double Fine, including an exclusive new look at the planet Atlanta. And then the Devolver Digital Showcase. Tomorrow, we've got Netflix Geeked Week, which I'll be co-hosting, and the Tribeca Games Showcase streaming, along with the Epic Games Store Showcase. And then finally, Sunday, it's the Xbox and Bethesda Game Showcase. You can stream them all at summergamefest.com. As for me, I'll see you again in August when we are back live in Cologne, Germany for Gamescom Opening Night Live on August 23rd. And then the Game Awards will return in December live from the Microsoft Theater in Los Angeles. And finally, I'm excited to share that Summer Game Fest will return in June 2023 as a digital and in-person event to bring the gaming community together. Thanks for being a part of Summer Game Fest. And remember, there are more events and announcements to come. We'll see you soon.
Ok, pues todavía va a pasar lo de Devolver Digital y la chingada, pero ahí ya no le vamos a meter, hijos. Pues bastante interesante, ¿eh?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Day of the Devs.
Day of the Devs.
What? You don't know what Day of the Devs is? Day of the Devs is the greatest and
Pinche
definitely the
Tim
oldest
Schafer, güey.
independent games festival that exists. It was started
Psychonauts, Psychonauts.
Güey,
Güey, ese era Game of the Year,
the
güey.
best independent games out there and bring them to you, the fans.
Ese era Game of the Year, güey, del año pasado. Váyanse a la
Play
verga.
games and have a great time. It used to be a physical event only in San Francisco, but now it has gone digital, so the whole world can enjoy it. And we're really excited this year to be part of Summer Game Fest. So sit back, relax, put on your party hats.
This thing? I'm supposed to put this on?
That's right, everybody, put on your party hats. Everybody.
A los desarrolladores, güey. Ya va a haber evento online
Everybody. That's right.
de los desarrolladores.
Put on your party hat and enjoy.
La vela mordida. No, está derretida. Double Fine. I might be present.
We got a new one today. This is from a good friend Michael Frey and Rafael
Nos vamos,
Munoz.
entonces.
Previously, Michael made a game called Kids with Playables that we published at Double Fine Presents, and this is his new one. It's about the limited time we have on Earth told through the life of a fly. This is called Time Flies.
Ok, pues vamos a ver la Double Fine.
Everyone, my name is Michael. You might know my work from a game called Plug and Play. I co-founded a company called Playables where we made a game called Kids. But today we're going to talk about this guy in my upcoming project that is a collaboration with Rafael Munoz, who is the principal programmer on the game. The project we're collaborating on is called Time Flies.
Juego de la mosca. Ok.
Time Flies is about our limited time in this world. In Switzerland, where I'm right now, we have a life expectancy of maybe 84 years. In the US, it's about 77 years. So you have a little bit less time to achieve the things you want in your life.
Se ve muy cagado, güey. O sea, literal, güey, eres una pinche mosca, güey. Y el tiempo de vida que tiene la mosca es en segundos, güey. Pero se supone que dependiendo del país que escojas, difiere.
This is a very small part of that bucket list. So these are the things you can do in the world.
Get rich, get drunk, look great. Es los objetivos que tienes que hacer con la mosca, güey. Se ve cagadón, güey. Go on tour.
The game is coming to PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, PC and Mac sometime next year. Please visit
Va a salir para todos menos Xbox. Ah,
where you
cabrón.
can sign up for the newsletter so you get updated when it's out. Or
Para una
you
tarde
find
de
a
relax,
link to the
así
Steam
es.
page where you
No
can
sé el
wishlist
sonido de
the
una
game.
mosca, lo odio.
Thank you.
You are a fly. Eres una mosca, se llama el juego. Qué pinche humor tan negro, güey, no mames.
Our next game is Planet of Lana, the debut title from Sweden.
Güey, amé la pinche playera de Brutal Legends que trae esa vieja, güey. Ya es mi waifu, güey. Ya es la waifu nada más por eso, güey. Uno de mis... Ah, Little Nightmares. ¿Qué dijo de Little Nightmares?
What do they want with Lana's sister and her world? And what other
Ya es
secrets
la
are there
waifu
to
nada más.
uncover
Uno de
in
mis
this
juegos
beautiful,
favoritos
boundless environment?
de toda la vida, el Brutal Legends.
Hello, my name is Adam Stjernljus and I'm the creative director at Wishfully. We're a small indie game studio in Sweden making Planet of Lana.
Imagina si fuera un mosquito. No, yo sí me arranco la verga. Me la meto. Me arranco los huevos y me los meto en los
In our
oídos.
game, you play a young girl called Lana, who is forced out on a mission to save her sister that has been taken away by an invading robot army. Early on in the game, Lana meets the mystical creature Mui.
Yay.
You quickly develop a strong bond and friendship to Mui, and she proves to be both intelligent and loyal.
Hello. Ima.
Córrela, Maya, ya, córrela. Corran al Lawis. ¿Qué hace aquí de pronta?
Being her own personality, Mui also has things that she's
Se ve
afraid
muy
of.
bueno el juego, Se ve bastante bueno.
But being small and agile also has its advantages. For example, being able to reach places that you can't.
Tamaki Mui. Hello.
She also has this special ability she can use to control some of the strange creatures of this planet.
Hello.
Cállate, vieja fea, traidora. Rabiosa.
Together, you have to make it through both the harsh and beautiful environments of Novo. Past dangerous robots.
Pronta también.
Through deep and cold caves.
Este juego se ve muy bueno, güey.
Unraveling long forgotten mysteries that all lead to your destined future.
Planet of Lana, güey. Puta, güey. Quiero este juego.
And we're very excited here at Wishfully to bring you
Quiero
what we
ese juego,
believe
no
is a
mames.
truly unique adventure.
Güey, no
And
mames.
beyond the companion
Han salido puros juegazos, güey.
hand-painted art style, you will
Como dos
experience
pinches juegos, nada
an
más no me han
engaging
latido.
story with twists and turns that hopefully will stay with you long after the credits have rolled. Planet of Lana is coming to Xbox and PC this year, and you can wishlist right now
Xbox y
at Steam
PC.
or sign up at our newsletter at planetoflana.com.
Oh, güey, qué pedo.
This next title from Two Star Games is quite literally an on-the-rails shooter. You and your little yellow train with its mounted machine gun and exquisite collection of bobbleheads will face off against a demonic, clown-faced train who is hell-bent on devouring human flesh. This is Choo Choo Charles.
Hey, I'm Gavin. I'm the solo developer behind Two Star Games, and I'm currently making Choo Choo Charles.
¿Qué es eso, güey? ¡A la mierda! ¿Qué pedo, güey?
It's an open-world horror game where you navigate an island in an old train, upgrade it over time, and then use it to fight an evil spider train named Charles. If you pump enough lead into his face, that'll probably encourage him to run off and find something else to eat.
¿Qué pedo,
You
güey?
have one goal above all else, and that's to summon Charles to a 1v1 and fight him to the death. To do that, you'll need to explore the open world, looting abandoned areas and completing missions for the locals to gain powerful new weapons and scraps that you can use to upgrade your train's speed, armor, and damage. You'll need to leave the relative safety of your train and venture out on foot.
Pinche Mayaya.
This is where things get really dangerous, with Charles constantly roaming around looking for his next meal and camps of
Falta de miras del
shotgun-wielding
Mayaya,
cultists
güey.
looking for
Mínimo
someone to feed to.
5. ¿Cómo que 3? ¿Las orejas qué? Quiero probar este juego del tren asesino, dice Distrito. Se ve bueno, ¿no? Se ve bueno, güey.
After collecting 3 heavily guarded gems from abandoned mines around the island, you'll place the gems on one of the shrines, angering Charles and drawing him to your location. Best be careful out there because it might be unwise to wander too far from your train. If you do encounter Charles while you're roaming around, it doesn't matter what you do now because you have truly angered the beast and you'll either escape with your life or see it flash before your eyes.
¡Ya! ¡Corre, perra, corre! ¡Ah, la mierda!
If it sounds like something for you, be sure to follow and wishlist Choo Choo Charles on Steam. I'd greatly appreciate it. It really does mean a lot.
Early 2022?
We've got a special one for you.
Ya
It's
debería
very
haber salido,
personal and
entonces.
near and dear to iam8bit because it's a iam8bit Presents published title. It's called Escape Academy, and think of it like Hogwarts, but for escape rooms. It's from developer Coin Crew Games, and they hail from the arcade amusement space. They've designed escape rooms in real life. Better they talk about their game than me. Here they are.
Chale, Maya, ya no tienes
Hey, I'm
imaginación.
I'm Wyatt.
And I'm Michelle, the art director.
Wait,
Am I supposed to say I'm the... Hey, I'm
Este
Mike.
cabrón.
I'm Wyatt. We're the founders.
And I'm Michelle, the art director.
Oof. Okay. This is. I hate that.
All right, once more with feeling. Hey, I'm Mike.
I'm Wyatt.
And I'm Michelle.
And we're Coin Crew Games. When Coin Crew Games was founded, we were actually building real-world escape rooms and arcade machines, but when the pandemic hit, we needed to pivot. So we decided to take those learnings, building real-world escape rooms, and transpose them into a digital format, and thus Escape Academy was born.
Okay.
Good luck trying to hack me without sufficient power. Probability of your expulsion? High.
Escape Academy is an escape room adventure game that you can play either single player or co-op. You play as a student at this titular, mysterious Escape Academy where you get to master the art of puzzle solving and train to become the ultimate escapist.
What are you waiting for? A room full of gas is no place to relax.
We're all fans of escape rooms, so when we couldn't find a digital, authentic escape room experience, we decided to make one ourselves.
Walls are often misleading at the Academy.
Escape Academy
Pues
isn't
básicamente
just
es
a
una
puzzle game,
experiencia
it's an escape
de,
game, and it brings
de
that
escape
play
room,
pattern
o sea,
home.
un lugar
We
donde
have
te tienes que
a huge
escapar.
amount of puzzles in this game, and they
Y-
never repeat. And in addition to that, you can solve every
Hacer
puzzle
puzzles.
using just your mind, no dexterity required, although you may want to bring a paper and pencil.
The academic theming gave us the leverage to create a wide variety of rooms that support the narrative and put players in situations they would never find themselves in real-life escape rooms.
When we were designing the game, it was really helpful to have the experience of both playing a lot of escape rooms and designing real-world escape rooms as sort of a design anchor to buoy us to.
I did not anticipate the rodent assisting you. Bad turmeric. Sadly, that rat will be no help in bypassing my lasers.
We really took our time to create an eclectic cast of students and faculty members that help guide you throughout the academic journey of Escape Academy.
También dan ganas de jugar este juego de escape, sí, ¿verdad? Se ve bueno.
Building on the lessons that you get in each room and raising the stakes throughout your journey at the Academy was definitely a design pillar we wanted to make sure came through in the final game.
I am not feeling so well. Analysis. I have succumbed to Disco Fever.
Escape Academy is coming to Xbox, PlayStation, and PC on July 14th and will be available day
PlayStation,
one on
Xbox y
Xbox
PC.
Game Pass.
Vamos a ver en Game Pass. Vamos a jugar esa perra, güey.
We'll see you at the Academy.
También va a salir en Steam. 14 de julio. Bueno, pero eso
This
falta
game's
un mes.
for all those fans of organization out there, all those organizers.
Vamos a jugar esa
from a
perra,
studio
cómo
called
no.
Max Inferno, and it's a game about getting things lined up just right. It's called A Little to the Left.
¡Gatote! Y güey, está bien peluchoso ese gato, güey.
Hi, I'm Annie.
Hi, and I'm Lucas, and we are Max Inferno.
Yep, and we're really excited to share with you today a cozy puzzle game that we've been working on called A Little to the Left. A Little to the Left is a game where you sort, stack, and tidy up the house. In each
Okay.
level, puzzles are hidden among regular household objects, and you solve them by arranging items in a very particular way.
Para el TOC, güey.
Many of the levels have multiple solutions. It's all about observation and imagining the different structures that could be at play. The game takes inspiration from our own home and some of our own little tendencies. Another big source of
Eso de los
inspiration
libros
for the
estaba
game
mal.
is our cat, Rookie, who should be around here somewhere.
Ya me vi. ¿Con cuál Mayaya? ¿Con el del TOC?
Occasionally, this cat will show up on the periphery of your gameplay and undo your tidy work, just to shake things up a little bit.
Qué chido, este tal vez es muy
The
bueno.
game starts off pretty simple, but as you progress, the logic behind the puzzles becomes a little more surreal.
Ok. A la
There's a lot to tidy
verga.
up in A Little to the Left. Actually, every day brings something new. With the daily tidy delivery, you get even more out of our favorite puzzles. And you earn fun badges too. Well, thanks for stopping by.
We hope you enjoy A Little to the Left when it releases later
Sí,
this
con
year.
el de TOC.
See you later.
Bye.
Se ve bastante bueno, güey. Estaban al revés, la del centro y la de la derecha. Ah, mira. Switch, Steam. Ah,
I've
para
been
Switch y
excited
para
about this
PC,
one
güey.
ever since it was announced ages ago. It's from developer Gummy Cat. It's called Bear and Breakfast. And the title says it all. You're a bear, you run in bed and breakfast in the woods, and it's really freaking fun. We're debuting a brand new animated trailer, a bunch of gameplay you've never seen, and finally announcing a release date.
Ok. Van a anunciar ya fechas de lanzamiento de algunos trailers. What? ¿Qué es esto, güey?
I'm Ioana.
And I'm Raresh.
We're from Gummy Cat in Romania.
Today, we're showing you our first game called Bear and Breakfast. It's a laid-back management adventure game where you build and run a B&B in the woods, but you're a bear.
Okay.
In Bear and Breakfast, you play as Hank, a young, curious bear from Silver Valley who lives in a small home with his mom and 2 best friends.
Recuerden, hijos, el próximo domingo, 12 del día, hora de la Ciudad de México, va a ser la conferencia de Bethesda y Microsoft. No se lo pierdan. Ahorita ya los que van llegando ya se perdieron todo el pinche... Se perdieron 2 horas del Summer Game Fest. Ahorita estamos viendo nada más lo de Game for Beat y lo de Devolver Digital y otros indies. Pero ya se perdieron el evento grande, güey. Anunciaron un chingo de juegos nuevos. Salió el tráiler de Call of Duty, el nuevo Call of Duty, entre otras cosas. El tráiler y gameplay del nuevo Call of Duty. ¿Qué tan temprano? Pues a mí que me dices. Son más o menos los horarios normales que salían para E3. Acuérdense que no hubo E3, esto es como el E3.
Each type of score comes with its own challenges. For example, later on, you'll need to cook food for your guests through a minigame. There's a lot more to Bear and Breakfast, but you can play at your own pace.
Que seguro se me olvida, así que llegaré 15 minutos tarde. Verga. Pinches huevones, pues pongan de una vez, güey. ¿Para qué chingados tiene calendario su celular, perros? Y alarma, para poner recordatorios. Hijos de la chingada. No es nada más para que lo vean mientras están cagando, Déjenme les digo.
Thank you.
PC y Nintendo Switch, 28 de julio. Dentro de más de un mes.
It's full of secrets and puzzles and mystery that are best discovered on your own. It's a beautiful game from a studio called Shared Memory. It's a pixel art Metroidvania full of interesting creatures. It's called Animal Well.
Hi, I'm Billy Basso. Today I'm going to be showing you a game I've been working on called Animal Well. In Animal Well, you explore a surreal and sometimes dangerous pixel art labyrinth that is filled with secrets.
¡Cotita! Mira una Lawis. Lawis de videogame. Esa es una Lawis en toda regla.
You'll encounter various creatures, but it's not always clear if they're friendly or not. So it's best to proceed with some amount of caution.
No. Te agarró el perro, Lawis.
Throughout the game, you're going to find
una Lawis gotita
items that will give you new abilities and help you solve some puzzles. Every item in the game has multiple uses, but you're going to have to experiment if you want to figure out what they all are.
Se ve bueno este, ¿eh? Se ve bastante bueno, güey.
Animal Well is a pixel art game. That's not just a pander to nostalgia. Instead, I'm viewing it as a technical opportunity. A 4K TV screen has 144 times as many pixels, but that means I have 144 times as much processing power to apply to each pixel. Throughout the game, you'll see a lot of things like fluid sims or dynamic lighting effects that haven't really been used in a pixel art game before.
¿Qué pedo, güey? Todo se en el pedo y de repente se ponen todos rabiosos. Mira, a ver qué pedo, güey. Se ve muy bueno el
Designing
juego.
Animal Well is a layered experience. So what that means is the base layer is something the average person can play through and enjoy to completion.
But then there's a second layer, which for most games you would consider this part like 100%ing the game. There are lots of hidden items in nooks and crannies throughout the world. They're not obvious, and you might need some help to find these. The third layer.
Si voy a jugar, sí, ahorita voy a jugar, terminando la conferencia.
For years, potentially,
no sé qué jugar, pero ahorita jugamos.
Collaboration to solve.
Also, there's a puzzle in this video that may require some community collaboration to understand. But the first 10 people to figure it out will get a free
Son idénticas, dice Mayaya.
And then while you're
Así es, lo son.
Wishlist it. But yeah, thank you so much.
Se ve muy bueno el juego, güey. Animal Well para Play 5 y Steam. Play 5 y PC. Oye, todos los pinches juegos están saliendo, esta conferencia están saliendo nada más para PC y otra cosa, güey. Sobre todo a Nintendo, güey. Nintendo, PC o PlayStation y PC, güey.
Hi, I'm really happy to be part of the 10th anniversary of Day of the Devs at this exciting summer festivity. I'm Elwin from Highward, a solo dev indie studio from Spain, working on bringing to life very unique and personal games. I would like to share with you a preview of Naiad, a relaxing and colorful exploration adventure about flowing by a river. I put all my love creating every part of this game, so please enjoy.
Naiad, oh, se ve muy chido, güey. Pensé que iba a ser algo como Absu por lo que estaba diciendo este güey, pero es más como Flower, ¿no? Aunque, bueno, también es lo mismo, güey. Más que Flower y Absu son en 3D, güey.
The journey starts with the birth of a little water nymph at the spring of the river. Naiad will grow up and mature, obtaining vitality from floating leaves and flowers, learning to swim like a duck, dive like a fish, dash like a frog, finding other adorable friends like butterflies, rabbits, snakes, turtles, crocodiles, and much more. Help them to find their way, avoiding obstacles and dangers, using your skills. You will immerse through a lot of beautiful places like a deep forest, a dark cave, a joyful creek, and more. Water, symbolizing life, starts pure and fresh, and little by little it will be fading into dark. You can sing to regenerate the nature, making sprout flowers in your path. And you must do your best, because the humans are controlling this river wall. Humans create their own fake rivers, like these noisy roads with strange smoke creatures. You are the guardian of this river, and that seems to be a difficult task, but don't be afraid, because a tiny cloud will take care of you from the sky. The beautiful hair of Naiad is like its vitality. You can make it grow up under the sun rays, change its color, even tie small flowers on it. Creating Naiad, I focused on a wholesome experience. Enjoy it at your own pace, exploring and flowing. Naiad will be available for PC and consoles by the end of this year.
Think of
PC y
it like
consolas, ok. Se ve bonito, se ve chillax. El mismo desarrollador dice que pues, sí, que es para que te relajes, güey. Pero pues no va a ser así de, güey, todo va a ser miel sobre hojuelas. Les digo, sí, me parece como Apsu, Flower, ese tipo de experiencias, güey.
If you ever find yourself longing for the good old days, then why not take a trip back to the Stone Age?
Ah,
It's
James
cooperative
Spafford
life and
de
farming
Double
simulation
Fine,
game from
okay.
Sodaden and Cryptico. Hunt and gather to care for your settlement, explore the ancient world around you, and best of all, become a friend to the mammoths. This is Roots of Pachá.
Hi, I'm Timo, co-founder of Sodaden along with my brother.
Echando el mate, eh?
I'm Karen, the narrative designer. We're based in San Diego, with the rest of the team in Argentina.
Hola a todos, I am Dancer, the main artist.
And I'm Johnny, Timo's brother. We are the team developing Roots of Pacha, a farming sim set in the Stone Age where you help your clan develop the ideas that shape humanity.
In a time when there weren't stores to buy seeds or anything else, you'll build your village from the ground up. Instead of using money, you'll transform the world around you by contributing and working with your clan.
Este también se ve divertido.
Starting small, you'll explore the regions of this new land, discovering plants and
Tengo muchas
resources
ganas de
along the
jugar
way.
Rashina otra vez, güey. Pero creo que ya salió de Game Pass el juego. El Dragon Quest Builders 2.
Many of the ideas you develop were the cornerstones of early civilizations like farming, domesticating animals, and the creation of tools that are now common. Ideas will build on one another, and after a while, you'll find your community transformed.
Pensé que estaba haciendo mantequilla, dije, ¿qué pedo? Ese pinche Dragon Quest Builders 2 es muy bueno, güey, la neta.
You'll venture into the
Hizo que me
caves
gustaran
and
los
meet the
juegos,
spiritual
estos juegos de
world.
administración,
You'll try and explain who
güey.
you are and why
De
you're here.
recursos y la chingada. Y de construcción sobre todo.
The game's Stone Age setting was inspired by the book The Clan of the Cave Bear. Roots of Pacha is set in simpler times, but the society is still complex. For example, finding something to eat went from satisfying a basic need to making a dish and creating a reason to gather. As you discover ways to make life easier, you'll find time to experience all the fun Pacha's world has to offer. You'll get to know your clan, meet others living around you, and maybe even find that special someone.
Ok. Se ve divertido este juego.
Our love of farming sims started with the first Harvest Moons, and Stardew Valley took it to the next level. With Roots of Pacha, we want to make our own unique contribution to the genre.
Se están comparando con Stardew Valley, neta, llevado al siguiente
We're super excited
nivel.
to play the final version. In the meantime, we have a brand new demo that just went live today.
Thanks for having us. Muchas gracias.
Neta, acaban de decir eso, güey. O sea, somos mejores que Stardew Valley, es lo que acaban de decir, güey. Ah, mira, está el demo en Steam, güey. Pues por si alguien quiere jugarlo en PC,
And
ahorita
now
ya
I
está el
am
demo.
very pleased to present
Roots of
a
Pacha.
world
Se ve muy
premiere
bueno,
from
güey.
our friends at Us2 Games, the folks who brought you Monument Valley, Alba, and a bunch of other really, really cool games. Here it is.
World Premiere. Esta. The Memories Between.
At Us2 Games, we really try and take what's meaningful and great about games and deliver that to everybody. So with Monument Valley, we made people care about a character for the first time if they've never really engaged with games very much. And with Albro Wildlife Adventure, we took open world games and package that into a kind of theme about saving an island that more people are going to want to engage with than just the hardcore. And with this game, what we really want to do is take these genres that we really love, like roguelike games and turn-based tactics, add a little bit of sports game in there as well, and themes about dreams and conflicting fears, and really package that together into something that feels really unique. In the game, you play the role of Desta. He's a young person in their early 20s who's coming home for the first time, having not left home in the very best way. Their relationship with their mother and their family and their friends, there's a few of them that were a little bit broken. And they were broken because they didn't really have the words to say. And their father, who used to be a big part of their life, unfortunately passes away, and they don't have those tools and that person to lean on to bridge that gap. So they manage to go home, they find this old ball they used to play with their dad. And when they try and fall asleep with it, they find themselves in a world between worlds, neither asleep nor awake. And when they're in this, they can explore these moments, these memories, and solve these creative problems through a ball game. And when they do that, they find the right words to say to confront these people.
The people we're going to be meeting in Desta's dreams are people who were significant to Desta before they left town a couple of years back. And there are lots of people they don't know quite as well, too, and some people who have been shaped by Desta's impression of them in their dreams. But they've all had profound impact on Desta's life. These characters are really interesting because all of them are interwoven as part of Desta's story, but also with each other. They don't just appear as abstractions, but they really feel like a part of the makeup of Desta's background. One way or another, the people that Desta meets throughout the game helped Desta become who they are
sí no me llamó la atención,
and they've
para que
taught
vean,
Desta a number of different things, like standing up for themselves, taking risks, expressing themselves, and more. There are a few different themes in the story, but I would say that certainly loss is a big part of it. Finding yourself, courage and perseverance, and reawakening. No pun intended.
It feels like we've been able to put a lot of ourselves into Desta. The same is true for pretty much all of our games, but Desta in particular is very personal to a lot of the members of the team. I'm sure we can all relate to some of the themes of maybe having ghosted a friend and not being sure how you could like get back in touch with them, or dwelling over how you might have said something in a conversation and like having that play over and over in your mind, which is like one of the core themes of the game.
Que se acabe, carajo, se está yendo la gente con su pinche juego.
And it's being designed from the ground up to be a multi-platform title. We're really looking forward to telling you more about Desta, the memories between, in the coming weeks and the coming months.
Se ve de hueva su juego, compadres.
This next game is called Shim. It's a shadow platformer. You're a little blobby character platforming around inside shadows, and a game with a really cool minimalist graphic art style. I hope you like it.
Hi, I'm Ewout and I'm the developer of Schim.
And I'm Niels from Exonice, and I help Ewout develop Schim. We're located in the north of the Netherlands in a town called Leeuwarden.
We are a team of 2, plus the talented people at Moonseller who do the audio.
Ah, eso se ve bueno, güey. Eres un coso que tiene que ir avanzando por las sombras de las
Schim
cosas.
is a game where you move around in shadows. You play as a Schim, a shadow creature. As a whole, Schim is made to be approachable for a variety of players. At its core, it's about jumping around in shadows and platforming towards the end of a level. Each shadow has their own Schim.
Se ve bueno este, güey. Este se ve bueno.
The player plays around as a Schim of a human. However, this Schim is separated from that person, and it's up to you to find your way back. In the game, you will also help other Schim characters who have also been separated from their shadow. You can help them by finding their object. Schim takes big inspiration from the feeling of playing as a child.
Es como el
Playing
de
imaginary games with
Pedestrian, de
made-up
alguna
rules.
manera.
Move around in
Nah.
shadows and jump to the next
No,
shadow.
son muy diferentes, ¿no? De Pedestrian es un puzzler, este es un puzzler plataforma. Se ve muy bueno, güey. Ah, la ver.
Check it out and follow us at schimpgame.com.
Se lo llevó el tren.
Hi everyone, and thank you Dev the Dev for having us this year. I'm Anne, the manager of Asobu, a community hub for indie game creators in Tokyo. We have a space where people can come to work and meet other people, do small gatherings, and we are helping Japanese devs by introducing them to platforms, console publishers, helping them on marketing, or as usually they don't speak English, helping them to apply to overseas events like this one. And we're also doing a lot of online contents and streams, like our big Asobu Indie Showcase, which will be aired this summer in English and Japanese, or our monthly stream Indie Collection, and podcasts, and many other things you can check on YouTube and Twitch. But first, let's check 2 really cool Japanese titles.
Okay.
¡Zorrita!
Fox and Frog Travelers, The Demon of Arashino Island, is a 3D action-adventure game with a Japanese-inspired atmosphere. You will play as Fox, her girl who finds herself on Arashino Island and starts traveling with Frog. Torii gates, Fusto lantern and neon gives light and color to the island. But something is lurking in the shadows, inching even closer.
Furros, pues son juegos japoneses. ¿Qué esperabas, perro?
Fox and Frog Travelers is developed by Rias, an illustrator and concept artist that came up with the idea for it, based on one of his illustrations. Fox and Frog Long Journey Through the Night is planned for release in a few years.
Ah, o sea, va a salir en algunos años, no mames.
First
A
game
ver,
of
hijos,
the young
ahorita vengo,
solo
voy por
developer
agua.
Yofuji, Goodbye World is a narrative game about 2 young indie game creators, the shy Kani and the extrovert Kumade. Mixing influences from comics like Ghost World and games like The Beginner's Guide or Mother 3, Goodbye World is a tale about the passion and struggles that comes with game creation. Through 13 chapters of their story, rendered in beautiful pixel art in a resolution close to the Super NES and Game Boy Advance. Goodbye World is due out on Steam later this year. If you like those games, don't hesitate to wishlist and to follow the devs on Twitter. And if you are interested by Japanese indie scene or indie games, you can follow us on Twitter, on Discord, chat with us, and watch our Indie Game Showcase, which is coming this summer. And thank you again for watching, and Day of the Devs for having us.
The process of moving to a new city can be daunting. Our next game, Birth, from solo developer Madison Carr, who hails from Chicago, explores the idea of quelling loneliness through this puzzle adventure.
Hi, my name is Madison, and I am making a game called Birth.
Otro puzzler.
Birth is a point-and-click puzzle game about living alone in a large city.
Se ve bueno. Pero yo creo que ya, hijos, aquí le vamos a dejar,
In
¿no?
order to quell your loneliness, you decide to create a creature, a friend, a partner for yourself, by collecting spare bones and organs that you find while traversing
No
the
mames,
city.
güey, ya basta, güey. Ya llevamos 3 horas. Quiero jugar.
You will explore libraries and post offices and museums and cafes and apartments that don't belong to you. In each of these buildings, you will meet creatures and you will get to know them by searching through their personal belongings.
Es vieja morbosa el videojuego.
Their laptops and phones, their cabinets and their notebooks.
Vieja chismosa el videojuego, puta madre.
Within these personal belongings, there are puzzles. Some are physics-based, some are pattern-based, some are abstract. There are no instructions, and you are rarely doing the same thing twice. Alongside the main game, there are optional hidden tokens that you can find to unlock secret buildings and treasures.
Juego de Lawis, el de vieja chismosa. Sí, por supuesto.
Birth comes out this August. I made this game with my whole heart, and I hope that you like it.
Dyson Antonio, gracias por el like.
In our next title, How to Say Goodbye, you play as the ghost of a person who's recently died and is embarking on the journey of accepting their own death. The mechanics underscore the message that there's always a way through grief. You may get stuck, but you can always stop, reevaluate, and keep moving. It's all just part of the puzzle.
Hi, I'm Florian, co-author of the upcoming narrative puzzle game, How to Say Goodbye.
No, nada que ver, Spiritfarer, güey.
In How to Say Goodbye, you help a group of quirky ghosts overcome various obstacles and conundrums by reorganizing the level as you like. Moving one tile will also push the surrounding tiles. The puzzle elements are only moved around, but never removed, so just like a Rubik's Cube, the puzzles never end up in a state where you can't solve them. Follow various characters looking to discover why they are still here and how to move on while trying to escape the grasp of an evil wizard who doesn't know how to let go. How to Say Goodbye tells a story of loss and grief, but we intend the experience to be as gentle, kind, and positive as possible. If this sounds like something that you would be interested in, please wishlist the game. It would mean a lot to us. Thank you.
Yeah, por pinche Team Schaefer, güey.
Hi. Well, wasn't that a great show and a great cake, and it's all gone, and so now we have to say goodbye. I hope you liked that. I hope you liked all the games. Thank you to all the developers for making such fantastic games and for bringing them here for everyone to enjoy.
Special thanks to all of our generous sponsors. You've always been there for us, and we could not do this without you. PlayStation, Idea Xbox, Nintendo, Steam, Epic Games Store, y'all are awesome. Thank you. Extra special thanks to Dose One, the Magic Man, for supplying all the beats and sound effects and tunes you hear in every summer Game Fest edition of Day of the Devs. We couldn't have done any of this without you, or at least it'd be really quiet and kind of suck.
We're not done with the Day of the Devs 10th anniversary just yet. If you go to dayofthedevs.com and sign up for our newsletter, you will be amongst the first to hear about all the excitement that's to come this year.
Other than that, thank you so much to everybody who watched, and we'll see you next year. Bye.
We'll see you next time.
Aha! You thought it was over, but it is actually not. Day of the Devs continues with a special after-party performance by the one and only Peter Berkman of Anamanaguchi fame. He's debuting new music from a game you've probably never heard of. It's called Little Nemo and the Guardians of Slumberland. And the reason you haven't heard of it
Little
is
Nemo!
because it's debuting on Kickstarter at this
Little
very
Nemo,
freaking
no
moment.
mames!
Enjoy. See you later. Thanks for tuning in to Day of the Devs Summer Game Fest Edition. Bye.
¡Guau! ¡Vete a la verga! Una nueva versión de Little Nemo. Ese es uno de mis juegos favoritos, güey, del NES. Bueno, hijos, pues vámonos. Ahorita regreso con un stream de... Puta, pues no sé, güey. Supongo que Rainbow o no sé, a ver qué se les antoja. Verán eso, güey, Little Nemo, güey, no mames. No mames, güey. Oh, mierda, güey. Están haciendo Kickstarter para Little Nemo. Güey. Pero si no se pone trajecitos no quiero nada. Si nada más va a ser un pinche plataformer pedorro, no quiero. Si no se pone trajecitos no quiero nada. Para los que no conozcan ese juego, ibas recogiendo esos dulcecitos que vieron. Y esos dulcecitos se los dabas de comer a la... Mira, sí los puedes aventar, güey. Se los dabas de comer a los animales, güey. Y te podías poner al animal, te metías dentro del animal y te lo ponías de traje, güey. Y por ejemplo, la rana podías nadar adentro del agua más rápido y con mejor control. Había una madre que saltaba un chingo, con otra podías volar. Ese juego era una puta maravilla, güey. Una maravilla, güey. Little Nemo de NES. Voy a jugar Rainbow. Chingue su madre. Quiero farmear un poquito. Ah, sí es cierto, ya salió el parche nuevo de Final Fantasy XIV. No tengo ni un puto quinto para comprar, pinche... Para pagar la mensualidad, güey. Ya salió lo nuevo de Hildegrand, güey, y todo lo nuevo del parche 6.15, güey. Bueno, hijos. Ah, mira, sí trae. Trae un Poga. Poga Stick. yo-yo. Ah, mira. O sea, no te pones a los enemigos como ropita como antes, pero sí tiene diferentes habilidades, güey. Güey, es un Little Nemo nuevo, güey. Yo no quiero. Carajo, güey. Necesito ese pinche juego. Repito, más por nostalgia, güey, pero el Little Nemo original es un juegazo, cabrón. Pinche juegazo, güey. Little Nemo in the Land of the Dreams, algo así se llama, ¿no? Las lunitas las puedes recolectar o puedes... Ah, o sea que va a ser como un Metroidvania, güey. Ah, la madre, güey. Va a ser como un Metroidvania. Y va a ser de alguna manera, se ve como que va a ser procedural, ¿no? ¿Va a ser procedural la creación de mundos? ¿O un Metroidvania tal cual? Ya si hay jefes, güey. Lo mató de un vergazo. What the fuck, güey. What the fuck? Güey, ¿qué? Super icónico, güey, el pinche la cama, güey, con las patitas. Corriendo con sus patitas. Estrella, vámonos. Ah, bueno, es más o menos lo que vimos, ¡Annapurna! ¡Los amo! 28 de julio. Pues ahí está, hijos. Si se perdieron todo lo del Summer Game Fest, va a quedar aquí en Twitch y en Facebook y en todos lados. Estuvo perro, hubo muy buenos juegos. Anunciaron muchos juegos nuevos, anunciaron lo nuevo de Call of Duty, incluso con gameplay. Hubo muchas cosas, así que vean la repetición. Va a estar ahorita mismo que yo le pique stop al stream, va a estar en menos de un minuto va a estar para que vean la repetición. Y ahorita regreso igual en unos 5 minutitos regreso para stream de Rainbow Six Extraction.
The
No
game's
se
online
vayan.
harassment hotline is a text message-based,
Ahorita regresamos.
anonymous, and confidential emotional support hotline. And it's created specifically for the gaming community. Because we're gamers and creators, and we want to help each other. So, how does it work?